is where you have to be careful what you say because you don't know if they're on anymore, right?
Hmm. Also, you're only going to be able to hear out of that ear. Just by the way, for the entire night. This one
Nice.
gone.
This ought to be irritating, right?
Very, but it's okay. We're optimistic,
It's a
Mr.
good thing
Reeves.
we're left-eared.
Terrible. Wow. A joke like that, you're fired.
Thank you very much. I'll acquiesce to you.
Ready? Okay. Oh, yeah.
We're going to lose Mr. Williams.
There he goes.
This is his jam. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fort Bend Christian Academy's playoff game. First playoff game in a couple of years. We're broadcasting to you live from Austin Regents Field in Austin, Texas. I'm Jerry Reeves, and with me is the amazing, unflappable Camille Choi, who is
Wow.
going to be bringing this game to you live. Camille, tell us a little bit about what you think we're going to be looking at tonight.
Well, Mr. Reeves, I mean, we've had an incredible season from coming from having to, we had to call off the last few games of our last season to coming here and we're at playoffs. I mean, who would have expected that from last year? But I think the boys are going to fight hard. We got to bring up that defense. Our offense is great, but really that defense is what we're going to need because looking at Regents and looking at their max preps accounts, I mean, they're beating these teams 20-30 easy. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So I like what you're saying. No matter what happens tonight, this is a huge win for FBCA's athletic, for their football team, coming this kind of a distance in such a short time. Coach Black, Coach Carpenter, all of the staff has done just an amazing job pulling this together. A lot of things that are happening with them. We're seeing the Eagles being able to do some amazing statistics. J.D. Meagle, 93.1 quarterback rating. He is passed for over 1,758 yards. Amazing expectations that we'll be seeing from J.D. Claude Mincondi has 73 carries and is averaging 9.2 yards per carry. So we're excited about that. J.D. Meagle is also rushing, and he's averaging about 12 and a half. Such a great job. Tell us a little bit about our rushing game, some of the things that we might expect from Claude and J.D. and perhaps some others.
I think we're definitely going to continue that play where JD fakes the run forward. He's going to do the handoff to Claude. I think that's going to happen a lot. Solomon Cole is injured, however, this game, so Caleb Howard is going to really have to come in clutch, being that receiver. So I think if we just stick to the normal game plan as usual, that we're going to do fine.
Absolutely. Solomon averaging 32.9, almost 33 yards per catch, and Caleb at 22.8. So they are a major part, and of course Solomon has been a major part as well for the receiving core of the Eagles. So we are in like a bird's nest up
Yeah.
above this field, and we're outdoors. I wasn't prepared for that. We've been in
Yeah.
cushy indoor press boxes, and I know you don't care about that, but it will impact a little bit about us on the game. Hey, some other people to be watching will be George Obote. George, a senior who a sprinter on our track team. He's also quick out on the field, not only for catching passes, but also to be able to make tackles, intercept, and run. So we've got a lot of threats going for us, but so does Austin Regents.
Definitely. I mean, I think it's built to be a great, entertaining game, no matter what. Even, I mean, whoever wins this game, I mean, it's going to be a well fought fight, definitely.
I would agree. We're excited about seeing these kids participate and see how well they run. This particular offense, Coach Black has done a great job, and Austin Regents, who has been to the playoffs multiple times over the last several years, and so this will be a great challenge for our team. So we're excited about that.
And we're going to go ahead and do the pledge that is going on behind us, and then we're going to go ahead and get started with the game.
Absolutely. Right before we do that, can I just encourage you, if you're watching the game, would you just give us a tweet at Eagles on the Air? Let us know that you're watching. We're going to call out some names over the course of the game. And so tweet us. You can text us. let us know that you're watching so that we can give you a shout out, and especially your favorite athlete, we want them to be on as well.
gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and start the game right now. The boys are getting hyped on the other side of the field. Both stands are going crazy. A lot of people showed up on the Fort Bend side, surprisingly. There was a whole fan bus who came 3-hour drive here from Sugarland, Texas, all the way up here, and in a bus with screaming kids. I mean, to come for that, just for football, that's some school dedication.
Absolutely. We've got some great parents, some great fans. We so appreciate watching them coming and supporting Fort Bend Christian Athletics, and especially in successes like we're experiencing right now. This is a great time, a great evening for Fort Bend. So where we're located, we're up a little bit high, up in a
Bird's nest.
bird's nest. And we are crowded in with a bunch of coaches and others, so we're going to do our best to give you the best we can. Fort Bend Christian, and we're off, and the playoff game is underway, and it's touched number 24. He's picked it up, and he is going to be brought down at the 15-yard line
by number 5, Sam McKissick.
Sam McKissick. McKissick, who has had a great season in his tackles. Sam comes in with a number of 21 total tackles so far on the season, and so he'll be a big part of the Fort Bend Christian Academy defensive stand tonight.
You know, Sam McKissick is one of those players that I really like because he really gets into the game and he tackles, and I love that he really plays defense, which we've talked about on other streams, my stance on Eagles and defense, but he's one of my favorites.
Absolutely. Sam's a great guy. Wilson Long takes the snap, hands it off. Actually, he keeps it. It was a fake, runs up to the middle, and gets about 2 yards on the carry. It'll be 17 at the 17-yard line. It'll be second down, and we're looking at probably about, maybe give him 3. It'll be 7. Looking at the down marker. Second down, brisk night, playoff football in Texas, Austin. It is a great time to be alive and to get to here. All right, back again, Wilson Long. In motion, Westmoreland. Handoff. Handoff goes to number 35, Andrew Adams. And he gets all the way out to the 24-yard line. It'll bring up third down and just barely a yard. They're going to the fast count here. Handoff again to Adams. He goes up off the left side, makes it all the way out to the 29-yard line before he is stopped, but he will pick up a Knights first down. All right, so we're seeing the quick offense again. Back again for the long pass, and Long throws it down, and it's barely off the fingertips. We've got
Justin Cox.
Is it Justin? Justin Cox is on the catch, or on the defense there. Thank you very much.
That's what I'm here for.
Yep, good eyes, of course. It was passed for Josh Franklin. Once again, no huddle. Knights go into their set. Long back for the count. He's got trips right. He's got motion. And it's a fake. Long will hang on to it, and he's going to be hit immediately by Remy Strickland, and he is brought down by the Eagles.
Mr. Williams, you can see why Remy is already getting offers from a ton of schools. I mean, there's SMU, HBU. Where else was there?
Those are the two I'm aware of. There's SMU and HBU.
I think there was a third one.
I think you're right. I don't remember which one it was. Remy is not only a good athlete, but he's a good kid. We've got third down and 7 right now, and Wilson Long back again on the count, and he's going to drop back for a pass. He is under pressure, Aiden McDonald, and we've got a flag on the play. Robert Walters was on the pursuit, and he's going to throw it away under pressure. Now let's take a moment and find out what the flag is all about. Good pressure by the Eagles on the quarterback for that one to force a throw out of bounds.
Mr. Williams, about a minute into the game, and my slogan, you're not playing Eagles football unless there's a flag.
That's right. That's right. Can I correct you on one thing? I'm going to be Mr. Reeves tonight, and I know you're saying Mr. Williams because you're so used to that.
Am I saying Mr.
Yeah,
Williams?
that's okay. That's all right. He would be so upset.
I'm fired.
He would feel like he was being brought down by that. So we don't want to.
I'll never say it again.
That's all right.
His name is not to be spoken in this bird box.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a movie.
That was a
Not
good
Bird
movie.
Box.
Bird Box was.
Well, no. But I'm thinking the name of the bird's nest.
Bird's
Is that
Nest.
what we're in?
Yes, Crow's Nest, kind of.
Crow's Nest.
All right, we've got third down, offsetting penalties. It was offsides against the Eagles and a block holding against the Knights, and so they're going to replay the down. Third down, Long back for the pass. He throws, and it will fall incomplete as there was some confusion with some of his receivers as they turned and were unable to make the catch. So we've got fourth down and 7, and it doesn't appear they're going to punt. It looks like the Knights are the ones who use all 4 downs each time. They're lining up. Looking for the play from the sideline is Wilson Long. In the backfield, he's got Andrew Adams. Long is going to do a quick kick, and it's going to bounce back to the 25-yard line, 24-yard line before being downed by the Knights. So, great start for our defense to hold. They got 1 first down off of us. We had some good pressure on the quarterback, and now then our offense gets a chance to take over. So,
as I said, Mr. Williams, I mean, I did not expect the defense to come out like
that.
That
was
Man,
nice. That was really,
they
really
work
nice.
on it. Maybe they listened to the broadcast.
I think they did. I'm sure that they heard what you were saying and said, we're going to improve this week just for Camille.
Just
Absolutely. If that's not motivation, I don't know what it would be.
It's an exciting game already.
Yes, it's exciting. I love it. All right, so the Eagles are going to huddle up, and they're going to break. And J.D. Meagle is in the backfield. To his left, he's got Claude Mincondi. And it's a handoff to Claude Mincondi. Claude shifts direction, cuts back to the left. He was up to the 28-yard line before being brought down by number 17 of the Knights, Max St. John. He was helped out a little bit, but Claude picks up some yardage. It'll be second down. We're looking at about 5 yards. Good for a 5-yard play. Meagle gets the snap, hands off again to Mincondi. He's off to the right. Mincondi is going to break all the way out to the 38-yard line before being brought down, and there he picks up an Eagle first down. Camille, this is nice.
I know. As I said, Mr. Williams, we were talking about it before. Man, we are prophets, as I'm saying.
You are good.
The Claude Mincondi, JD, pair up, unbeatable.
Here we
Never
go.
going to go wrong.
This is going to be fun. Meagle on the snap count. Gets the snap. He keeps it. He's going to go up. Off to the right, J.D. looking for room, is able to get to the 47, 48-yard line before he's being stopped, and he's got about an 8 or 9-yard pickup. Looking down, it's about an 8-yard pickup. It'll bring up second down and a short 2. Meagle is back. We're going to go with no huddle. J.D. Meagle is in the backfield, calling out the signals. He takes the snap, and he hands off. It's going to stop immediately. Looking for some information here. I'm sorry, at my angle, I'm not able to see who was carrying the ball. Was that Caleb Howard?
I'm sorry, Mr. Williams. I'm helping the football coaches out.
No problem. You go right ahead.
football.
You're doing just fine. So we're watching on the field here. The clock begins rolling again. Meagle's getting the play from the inside, from the sideline. This time he'll be flanked to his right by Claude Mincondi. Meagle on the count, gets the snap, hands off to Mincondi. Mincondi goes right or left, and he is tripped up, brought down at the 50-yard line, but not before picking up about a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down and about 7. So the Eagles are making progress on offense here as they're spending their time getting set in their offensive set. Their receivers to the right and left know their plays. They're ready. Meagle makes the call. Mincondi on the right of Meagle. Snap comes in. Meagle back to throw. He's going to make a pass. It's out for Caleb Howard, and it falls a little bit long, and Howard is unable to make JD's first pass falls errant, and that's all right.
Man, Mr. Williams, by the looks of just these first few minutes, this game is not going to let up at all. I can already tell by the end they're going to just keep going.
This is a great game. There's great camaraderie going here. Great prayer at the very beginning as the Regents were praying for both and calling for unity. Migo on the snap, drops back, looks, doesn't find anything, makes the pass. Pass is tipped up in the air and drops to the ground. Blaine Baird trying to reel that one in was unable to, and for just a brief second, we all were holding our breath as Eagles because that it could have been an interception.
But now, Mr. Reeves, what do you think? I'm about to call you Mr. Williams every time I talk.
It's okay.
Man.
Force of habit.
What do you think?
It's
We're kicking it, we're taking it.
Fourth down, we're going to punt this one away. This
Okay.
is not one that you're going to take the chance at the 50-yard line. You don't want to give that kind of yardage. So Julian Hood in to do the punting. And the snap is back. Hood makes the kick. It's a low, spinning kind of a kick. It goes down to the 15, 14, about the 13-yard line before it is downed there by Sam McKissick, and it will be Regents ball, Knights ball, 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. So some impressive offense on both sides, some
Definitely.
impressive defense on both sides.
Absolutely.
So I think they're both just kind of, it's like the fighters squaring off, trying to figure out each other's moves, and we see Austin Regents taking the field once again, no huddle. And in the back, we have Wilson Long again at quarterback. Long has Andrew Adams to his left. Drop back for a pass. Long looking. Now he's looking. He's going to make the pass. It's a long one, number 11. He's got it. Here's George on a pass from Wilson Long is going to go all the way for a touchdown. 87-yard pass play. That was impressive.
That was a very impressive catch, Mr. Reeves.
Got it.
Wow, I almost said Mr. Williams, and I was staring you right in the face as I was about to call you Mr. Williams.
I'm telling you, you got to take him next year, so be careful.
But, man.
What a catch. That almost dropped through his hands.
Yeah.
He was able to concentrate, able to catch that and reel that one in. That was a pretty catch, no matter what. A little bit of a mishap on the assignment, and he was by himself, and so Knights make the first score with 6:07 to go in the first quarter. The extra point is up, and it is good. All right, 6:07 in the first quarter. Knights take the lead, 7-0. But what we've seen is a pretty good scrimmage going here, a pretty good match, chess match between offense and defense. They found a hole in our secondary. We're able to take advantage of that and score. And so now then Coach Black and Carpenter have the team around them. They're talking to them, saying what they want to do next on this special teams play.
Yeah, and let me be bold enough to say I don't think that's going to happen for the rest of the game. I don't think Coach Black,
Think that's it.
Of course there's going to be, slight openings, but, because that's just football.
Sure.
But, to make it this far, I don't think Coach Black is going to let anything happen. If you make it from last year to here to playoffs, I feel like if God's on our side, there can't be anything wrong.
I'm in agreement. All right, back to receive. We've got Caleb Howard over on the right and Giorgio Bote on the left in absence of Solomon Cole, who's injured tonight. Solomon, who has done a lot of our returning duties, and his absence is certainly felt by the Eagles in a playoff game. We're waiting for the ball to be teed up. Still waiting as Evan Chadwell, Jr. for the Knights, has the ball. Sets it on the tee. And I don't know, I haven't scouted this particular team at all, Camille, but is an onside kick a possibility here?
I don't know if they'd pull it this early in the game, but they might. But by the looks of their stats from before, I don't think they're gonna try and play it very cheap. You know what I mean?
Okay, so it's a deep kick. It's Giorgio Bote on the reception. He's going to take it out to the 30-yard line, 31, 32 as he falls forward, and it will be Eagles ball, 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Hey, I just want to remind you there is a lot happening at Fort Bend Christian as athletics is moving on and moving forward. We've got basketball that's on the way right now. We've got, oh man, look at this. We've got Maddie Glenn listening to us. I'm going to interrupt right now. The Madison Glenn listening to us live. Thanks, Maddie. We appreciate you tuning in, FBCA.tv. If you have friends who want to listen in, text them, let them know. J.D. Meagle on the snap. Hands off to Claude McCondy. McCondy goes left, squirts up the middle, and gets all the way out to the 41-yard line before being brought down by number 27, Jack Cowden, a junior for the Knights. Be a pickup of about 8.5, 9 yards. Second down and 1. Meagle in the backfield. McCondy to his left. Meagle's got the snap. Fake to McCondy. Meagle takes off to the left. He's going to make it up to the 49-yard line before being knocked out of bounds, and we've got a flag on the play. Hold on a second. Let's find out what this is about. Flag threw it right as they were coming to the sideline. We're looking for the signal from the referee, and he's going to call holding against the Eagles. We're hearing some from the fans saying that wasn't the case. I didn't catch who they called the holding on, but that'll march them back 10 yards.
I think it was Mason. I think that's who they called.
Mason Kinningham. All right, so it appears that they're going to call that after the play blew dead. It'll bring up second down and 5. Meagle in the backfield, and Condi to his right. He takes the snap. Meagle fakes the handoff, rolls to the right, makes the pass. He's looking. Oh, it is so close.
I mean, just past James Donovan.
James Donovan was on the run, and I'm telling you, JD must just really be pumped because that ball sailed and was just maybe about 6 inches outside of reach for James Donovan. All right, so we've got third down and 5. The ball is on the 37-yard line of the Eagles. McDonald goes into motion. Snap goes to Meagle. Meagle hands off to Mincondi. Mincondi goes right. He's going to get up to the 42-yard line, but there's a flag on the play. 42-yard line would be close for a first down, depending on the flag, but that flag's thrown generally in the area that holding is going to be called. Nope, it's going to be a personal foul, a block below the legs. And they're going to bring that one back.
Interesting. I don't know if I've ever.
Chop block. You're not allowed to block right in the knees. It's too many players get injured that way.
Definitely.
And so they began making those kinds of rules back years ago. It's a great rule, and it should be in place. But boy, it just is not a very pleasant rule for us right now. All right, ball now is marched all the way back to the 22-yard line, where it will be third down and make it about a mile for the first down.
Wow, I'm sorry. I just heard a big gong, and I was kind of confused. But I think that's the. I'm not sure what that is. What?
It must mean that it's time for us to score.
Oh, okay.
J.D. Meagle on the snap. He fakes, looks right, left, looks right. He makes the pass. It is complete. Is that Obote?
That was James Donovan.
James Donovan on the catch, bringing it out before being brought down. And he will make it all the way out to the 35-yard line, but unfortunately that's not going to be enough for a first down. They had to get to the 43. And so Julian Hood is on for the punting duties for the Eagles. Got a player for Regents, number 16, Josh Franklin back. He's going to get the ball and on the punt, and he is dashing up the sideline before being caught and twisted around, pushed out of bounds, looks like by Jedi Jones. Is that who it was? Nope. It's 44.
44.
I don't have a 44.
Maybe 54?
Maybe 54. That would be Ryan Mata. He's
We
not in there. No, he's 53. 54 is Mason Kinningham. We'll give it to Mason.
we also have Jermaine Potter listening in.
Jermaine Potter on listening to the Eagles. Thanks for listening, Jermaine. We really appreciate you. It is going to be a great game. Already is a great game. All right, Wilson Long is back for the Knights. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and he makes the pass. Throw is to number 9, Cato Riley, and just off his shoulder, unable to bring it in, and it'll bring up second down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Threw it over the right shoulder, over the left shoulder, Camille. That might have been a dangerous play. All right, so we have Wilson Long in the backfield. He's got Andrew Adams on one side. Out wide, he's got Josh Franklin. He's got number 9, Cato Riley, and he's also got Pierce George. So let's see what the Knights dial up here. It's going to be a handoff to Andrew Adams, and he's almost stopped in the background. He spins and finds himself loose, runs up the field all the way to the 49-yard line before finally being brought down by who else?
But Sam McKissick.
Sam McKissick in on the tackle. Sam has done such a good job. All right, we've got a penalty holding against the Knights. It's going to take them back. And so this time, Camille, your mantra, Eagles football, it's not Eagles football unless there's a flag,
Yes.
works against the Knights. And so take them their direction. Ten yards, marching backwards by the official. We'll take them all the way back to the 28-yard line, where I see the head lineman with his foot. And we're back. Wilson Long. He has an empty backfield this time as the official gets out of the way. Snap to Long. He drops back for a pass. He makes the throw. He is looking for,
Okay.
Cade O'Reilly, and he's going to take it all the way in for a touchdown. 77 yards this time, Camille. I'm sorry, 73 yards this time for a touchdown. You could see from the snap, O'Reilly just absolutely took off in a dead sprint and ran right past our cornerback, unable to stay with him.
I mean, you see why they call him Wilson Long. Come on.
Nice.
Come on.
Now, if I'd have said that, you would have grown.
I definitely would have.
Yeah.
But it was me.
It
so.
was Camille, so we're going to give it to you. Good job, Camille. I like it. So they scored at 3:48 mark. So 6:07 mark was the first touchdown, 3:48 the second one. In for the extra point attempt. It is up, and it is good. Evan Chadwell makes the score.
See, Mr. Williams, the Eagles are playing really, really I just called you Mr. Williams.
You did.
You know what? Maybe you'll just be Mr. Williams for tonight.
That's okay. That'll be fine.
So it's not my slip up. Just imitate his voice really quick.
I like Mr. I can't right now that you said it. But what I like about that is if anyone has any complaints, you can send your complaints to Mr. Williams,
Mr.
right?
Williams.
So
Mr. Reeves.
yes.
I think even though the Eagles are really working on their defense, the offense for the Regents, obviously looking at their stats from before, I mean, it's to a point. But, I mean, for us to get here either way, it's a win.
It is a win. Great work by the Knights finding and exploiting that particular area. Now let's see what the Eagles can dial up to be able to answer. Back again for the kick is Caleb Howard and George. Is that George Obote? It is George Obote over there on the left. We're awaiting the kickoff right now. And again, there's a lot of talk going down the line. Number 12, Aiden McCormick, a senior for the Knights, is going to kick it. It just seems like they're taking some time on this one, Camille. Makes me nervous that this could be an onside or something. It's not. They're going to kick it deep. It's going to be Obote who's going to fumble it and pick it up. Obote cutting to the left, and he is going to be caught right at about the 23-yard line. I don't think he took more than about 2 steps before he had 2 or 3 players from the Knights that had their hands on him. So that's where we're going to start off with in this drive for the Eagles as they begin their third drive. First 2, we've seen some progress on the offense, but the offense has stalled a couple of times. Let's see if we can't, through Coach Carpenter and Coach Black, dial up something that'll take them a little deeper. All right, J.D. Meagle is going to be on the back.
As we like
T.D.
to call
Meagle, I like it. T.D. Meagle in the backfield. Claude Mincondi on his right. Meagle, and we're going to have movement on the line. Unfortunately, we're going to see the Eagles brought back for illegal motion. It's hard. Freshman, sophomore lineman that is working on that count. They're so excited. They're tense, trying to make things happen. Mistakes are tough, but we also understand the tension they're working through. All right, so we're set, ready to go. 1st and 15. Meagle on the count. He's going to keep it. He's going to run up the middle, and he is stopped at the 19-yard line. Actually, the linesman's got him at the 20. Nope, they're going to say it pushed him back. They lost yardage. We can't see the down marker very easily from where we're standing, so we're having to work our way to be able to see it. So forgive us, folks. We're doing that. Hey, reminder, tweet us if you're watching or listening, Eagles on the Air. Pass from Meagle over to the sideline. He was looking for, was it Caleb Howard? Yes, it was. Caleb Howard on the route, and the ball sailed out of bounds, and so that'll be incomplete, and that should bring up 3rd down. 3rd down, and it looks like about 13. All right, Camille, you've been a prophet in the past. Can you help us out? What's going to be the next play? What can we do?
I don't know, Mr. Reeves. A lot of the times, I'll get these right, but I'm going to say we're going to score 1 touchdown.
All right, Meagle's on the back. He's going to drop back, looks, nothing there. He takes off running. Meagle, running to the right, is going to make it all the way to the 29, 30-yard line before being stopped. I'm looking to see where we're at. Nope, 29-yard line is what it says. That is not going to be enough to be able to get a 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down and about 4. It would be a long 4. So Julian Hood back in again to do the punting duties. And back again for the Knights. Is number 16, Josh Franklin. He's going to let it roll past him and bringing the ball to a stop and a dead at the 30-yard line is Jedi Jones racing down there. Cold night, Austin, Texas. Tweet us and let us know. Send a text. Let us know that you're listening. We'll announce your name on the air. We appreciate those of you who are listening in. We know there's a lot who were unable to make it. We've got a great fan base who is here for the Eagles who have made it. And so we appreciate them coming out. Hey, I was going to say something about basketball just a second ago. Boys basketball has a home game this coming Tuesday, 6 p.m. against St. Constantine. So those of you who are ready to tune it up for basketball, put that on your calendar. Wilson Long in the backfield. Trevor Zach in motion. Handoff to Andrews. Andrews up to the 39-yard line. He's going to be about a yard shy of a 1st down, so a pickup. Well, nope, they're going to put him at 8, so 8 yards. So he's going to be about 2 yards shy. It's 2nd down and 2.
Mr. Reeves, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking our defense needs to tighten up in the line there, but our secondary's got to stay awake. We've got a lot going in the backfield there. It's been stung a couple of times. Snap is too long. It's a keeper. He's running to the right. He gets hit once. He breaks free. He is in the open and streaking down the sideline. Obote trying to catch him, but he's not going to do it. He's going to make it all the way in for a touchdown with 1:25 left in the 1st quarter. That's a tough one. He was hit in the backfield, and it looked as if he might be stopped dead, but the defender was unable to get his arms wrapped around his legs and stop him, and he's able to break free. Hey, I think we're seeing some of the reason, Camille, why the Knights have been to the playoffs as many times as they have.
I mean, they are a great team.
They are a great team.
Undeniably. Their defense, great. Offense, incredible. Team chemistry, you saw them before practicing, warming up. They're great.
Good team, and the kick for the extra point is up, and it is good. It'll be 21-0 with 1:25 left in the 1st quarter. But it's there's also something too when you've been there before. You've got players who have that experience means everything, and we've got a young team with a rebuilding year who have come a long way. And I hate to keep harping on that, but I do think experience means something. And there's probably a lot of nerves as we saw in that last drive.
Definitely.
A jump on the line of scrimmage, giving us a penalty, pushing us backwards. Penalties are tough. Those are the kinds of things that really kill a drive. And we put ourselves so deep, it was really, really tough to work out of that hole.
And I don't think it's overkill talking about how much of a leap it is from last year coming from. I mean, it really is a growing year, and if we came all the way here just in the span of a year from going to the bottom all the way to the top, I mean, I can't even imagine what we're going to do in the next few years.
Absolutely. Great, great bunch of athletes. We've got still quite a few who are juniors and sophomores and freshmen who will be able to help out in the future. So we're looking forward to this. All right, we've got Caleb Howard back and George Obote. Let's see if they kick it to George again. So far, they've kicked it to him twice. Make that 3 times because we received the first time. All right, here we go. We're ready for the kickoff. And there it is to George once again. I don't know what they've seen on George, but that's who they like and want to catch the ball. George streaks up the field. He makes it just past the 30-yard line. Put him at about 32-yard line. That's where the Eagles will take over 1st and 10. All right. Just off what you've seen, Camille, what do you think? What the Eagles ought to be able coming out to do?
Well, I think more than anything, I think JD's trying to get those, big throws, long throws, because he's seeing the Regents do it. But I think what's really been working for us for a long time has just been, handoff, short throws. Those really, little by little, getting those yards are really helping us out in the past games. So I think if we just focus on that, this game will be doing good.
Cool. Let's watch and see what happens. Meagle on the snap. Hands off to Menkandi. Menkandi rolling out to the left and is going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage and dropped for a loss back to the 29-yard line. So 2nd down and a loss of about 3, maybe 4, puts the Eagles back a ways. And that one kind of looked bad from the start. On the snap, we had Knights already pressing through the line and giving us fits. Let's see what happens here. Meagle again back. He's got Menkandi back. He's got Aiden McDonald in the I'm sorry, I missed it. Meagle on the keeper. He's going to run to the left. He's going to make it to the 41-yard line. He's going to be near a 1st down. It's not going to be one yet. It looks like it'll bring up 3rd down in about a yard, if my eyes are not deceiving me, and that is correct. 3rd down and a yard to go for a 1st down. It would be good. It would be great, Camille, a great up for us, a builder for us to make a 1st down here. All right, Meagle once again back. Menkandi to his left in his gold shoes. Handoff is to Menkandi. He's going to go to the right. He's going to make it up to the 44-yard line, and that should be enough for a 1st down.
With 4 seconds left in the quarter, I forget. We're still going to have possession when we come back next one. Okay, absolutely.
You're doing so good. Camille has learned the game this year. She's been spending a lot of time at school watching tape, learning about it. Listen to me, I'm really old school. Watching film. Watching film, watching tape, and learning the game, and that is correct. It will be our ball. That's the end of the 1st quarter, and the Eagles are down 21-0 in a playoff game here in Austin, Texas. Broadcasting you live, Fort Bend Christian Academy, FBCA.TV. You can shout out to some others who may want to watch the game and not realize that we're actually on the air right now. Great fan base that's here. If you're watching, please send us a tweet and let us know that you're watching. We'd like to announce that announce your name on the air.
And along with football going on with playoffs, we also have the cheerleaders next week going to state.
Awesome.
Winning 1st place last year. Year before that, came in last place. But then
Amazing.
Jumping up to 1st. I mean, everything is going right with sports, I'm thinking, between these past few
Tell us
years.
a little bit about the cheerleaders. This will be a great time. Announce who they are. We want to wish them the very best.
Well, we have the head coach, Angie Civalero, as well as the captains, Annie Matthews and Paige Estes, the chaplain, Kylie Blanchard, seniors, Navia Dixon, Chase Hubbard, Hannah Potter, Maddie Roberts, and Julia Webster, juniors, Mandy Camp and Kylie Blanchard, as I said before, the chaplain, and we have sophomores Haley Hendershot and Lauren Ramirez, and freshmen Elizabeth Ingram and Nina Singleton.
Nice. Snap is to Meagle. Meagle takes off to the left. He's going to get break free and get all the way down to the 40-yard line of the Knights, and a pickup of about 15 yards and another Eagle first down. Great play for the Eagles, capitalizing on that. We're at the 40-yard line, and it is 1st and 10. Meagle getting the play from the sideline. From the coaches, calls the play. We've got Caleb Howard to the right and James Donovan. Obote up to the left. Minkandi is in the backfield. Meagle calling the signals and gets the snap. Fakes the handoff. Meagle on the passing play. Caleb Howard! Howard is all the way down to the 10-yard line before being stopped. That was an exciting play. Great throw. Meagle is starting to settle in, and we're starting to see the passing that he's capable of doing.
First quarter, just a warm-up. He just need to warm up a little bit.
Absolutely.
Now he's back. TD Meagle, I have faith.
I like it.
Always.
Meagle in the backfield. Sometimes you just need a few snaps and get into it. A quarter is kind of deep, and getting down 21, that's tough, but Meagle is starting to settle in, it looks like. Meagle calling the signals. Minkande to his left. Obote up to the left on the out, and we're going to pass it to George Obote, and it's going to be broken up. Pass is incomplete. Looks like broken up by Drew Dickey, a sophomore. Number 4 guarding number 4. That's easy to remember. And so the Eagles call their next play. 2nd down. Meagle up on the count, gets the snap. He's going to run. Meagle up to the side. He cuts to the right. He breaks all the way down to the 4-yard line before being stopped by Charlie Phillips. I'm assuming we have 2 number 15s for the Knights. We're going to call him Charlie Phillips. That's the first name on there. It's either him or Ben Buckle. Since Charlie's the senior, I'll call his name.
I don't know if you ever see a quarterback running this much.
That's not.
He's up there with Claude.
He is. J.D. Meagle up on the count. Gets the snap. Hands off to Claude Minkandi. Minkandi to the left. He sprints all the way up, and he's in for the touchdown. Claude Minkandi.
21-7.
21-7.
Here we go.
Now we're rolling.
Here we go.
Eagle offense finding some life and figuring out some ways that they can do some damage here. Great drive by the Eagles. Quarter started with a great run by J.D. Meagle, and then, of course, an awesome pass play to Caleb Howard. And we're going to cap it off with Minkandi taking it in. We've got Julian Howard in for the extra point.
Or Julian Hood.
Julian Hood, thank you for helping me out. He is motioning to the sideline about, missing a player. Now they've got it. The snap comes back, and it is held by Marcos Romo, and the kick is up.
And out of here.
It's out of here.
And out of here.
There are trees behind the goalpost that apparently is safe to catch the football.
I don't know if you saw the trees, but as we were driving in, it's like shaped around the goalpost. like they carved it perfectly around the goalpost. We were like, I don't know if we've ever seen that before.
So instead of a backstop, they've got trees, but there ain't no tree going to stop Julian Hood. I'm telling you, I may have hit one of the cars driving by back there.
Oh, you're right. There isn't a backstop. Wait.
10:16 to go, and we've got an Eagles score, and now and suddenly we've got ourselves a ball game. 21-7. Second quarter, 10 minutes and 16 seconds remaining. We've got a 21-7 game. Julian Hood in for the kick. He kicks it. In this cold weather, it's hard to kick it as deep as he's normally kicking it. It's tipped, picked up. We're seeing the return right now by the Knights. They're going to press up all the way to the 28, 29-yard line before he is met
by James Donovan.
James Donovan, thank you very much.
Man, I mean, as a freshman, he's playing a lot.
He is. Donovan's going to be a force to be reckoned with in the years to come. Knights ball. 29-yard line. We've got some Eagles underneath us, and they are excited. Our football players are cheering each other on. A little bit of a stand from our defense right here, Camille, would go a long way.
I hope they listen to the broadcast.
I agree. Wilson Long in for the snap. And he's got players jumping all over the place as we've got Rob Walters, looked like Remy jumped. Why not? Let's just make it all of us. Max Ortiz on the jump.
Man. I saw Rob. He leaped in the air.
Yeah,
He got real excited. I can't blame him. I'm excited. I would jump a foot in the air if I could.
Unfortunately, that cost us 5 yards. It'll bring up first down and 5 for the Knights. They don't need any help. Once again, those kinds of mistakes are really, really costly for us. Long in the backfield. He's got Andrew Adams, who is shifted over to his left. He gets the snap, fakes the handoff, tosses it in the air, and it falls incomplete, intended for Drew Dickey. He is covered by Justin Cox. It is broken up, and Justin receiving a lot of cheering from the sideline, Camille.
Justin is a captain, right? He's the captain?
You know, I don't have that on my list here. That's a good question.
You know, I think he is, but
All
then
right.
again, I don't know anything about football.
If he's not, send your complaints to John Williams. It would be great. Just kidding. Kind of.
Well.
All right, we've got Long back, gets the snap, and there is no question. He's keeping it, running it to the right, pursued by Obote. Aiden McDonald in on it, and he's finally bumped out of bounds. But he is able to pick up yardage that will take him to the 37, 38-yard line. Let's see who he's knocked out of bounds by. Craig Kelly, Jr., who is in on that. And the Knights go without a huddle. I don't think they've had a huddle all night. Long again on the keeper, runs to the right between the tackles, and he is loose. Right now he's got George Obote between him and the goal line, and Obote forces him out of bounds at the 30-yard line, and it is a huge pickup for the Knights. Long is a force to be reckoned with. He is tall and
He's
very
long.
fast, and he's long. That's true. Nice.
He's long, tall, you know. Oh, yeah, I'm short. I have to go stand in the front.
I'm sorry. My color announcer has not been able to see, and part of it's because
I'm just on my tippy toes.
I just got her in the wrong place. Now we're
Can
set.
you see?
Long, I can. Long's got the ball, and he passes it over to the right. It looked like it was number 4, is it, Dickey? Who was that on the right side?
I was staring at my feet.
Okay.
But I was just making sure I wasn't stepping on
Of course.
anyone in this booth.
You're doing fine. All right, Long on the snap. Hands off to Andrews. Andrews is stopped, bounces back. We've got a flag on the play. He is stopped with no gain at the 24-yard line. Let's see what the flag is about. We've got a hold against the Knights. That's going to move them back. All right, a 10-yard penalty. Should bring up 3rd down and 12. Waiting for the mark-off. Takes them all the way back to the 32-yard line of the Eagles, and that will be 2nd down and 12. All right. No huddle. These people never huddle, Camille.
Not in Austin.
No.
No.
They're ready to go. Long on the count. Gets the snap. Looks deep. And he's going to throw. And I can't tell if that hit or not.
He
looks
definitely dropped it.
like
but
he dropped it incomplete. Yep, it's coming back. So the ball falls short. Incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down and 12 for the Knights. Now remember, this could be 4-down territory for him, Camille. Eagles on the sideline are really cheering, trying to give them some help to their teammates on the field. Defense has been on the field a little bit. They're working hard. Long on the count. Andrews to the left. We've got motion left. Long is going to look. He is going to go deep into the end zone, and it is no. It is an incomplete pass.
Man, that ref was, and
know immediately that that is not going to be a complete pass, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 12. This is going to be an interesting place for him, Camille. Right now, Long is staying on the field. It appears that they're going to go for it.
I really like that the other coaches aren't a crane.
Isn't that something? A scissor lift over there. Up in
That's
the air.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't put us over here. We could have been a lot warmer. Another body. Long on the snap. 4th down and 12. Long's going to throw deep. He is looking in the end zone. It falls incomplete, and the downs are expended for the Knights. It's going to turn over to the Eagles. The defense makes a stand, Camille.
They are high. I don't think I've ever seen the football team this excited.
This is playoff football. It is entirely different. They're listening to your words. I don't know. They can't be listening to them now, but probably going home and watching it on
No,
Eagles
they
on
have
the
us
air
all
that's
in
posted.
earbuds.
Oh, earbuds.
Don't worry.
Good. I did
Don't
not
worry.
know that. Amazing. I like it. Eagles on the air at your service, ladies and gentlemen. Tweet us and let us know that you're listening, FBCA.tv, or tweet us at Eagles on the air. J.D. Meagle in the backfield gets the snap, hands off to Caleb Howard. Caleb Howard goes left and is able to get all the way out to the 40-yard line, and he's going to be close to a first down.
Caleb Howard.
Within a couple, 2 yards, a yard and a half.
Wow. I was expecting, handoff Podman Condi, but that kind of caught me off guard. I was like, wait, Caleb.
No, keep checking me, Camille. My eyes aren't always right.
No, I think that was right.
It was Caleb.
Yeah.
We did have a Felix turn to a flex last week, so we'll see. Meagle in the backfield gets the snap and it squirts through his hand. He picks it up, bounces right to him. He makes a pass, goes out of bounds, intended for Claude Mancondi. Amazing, amazing disaster avoided right there. J.D. Meagle, quick thinking. Hey, it's a cold night. Those hands are – the football coming back right now is harder than what we're used to, and it makes it different to be able to handle. Grip is different. So this is kind of new territory for J.D. playing in this kind of an environment. J.D. gets the snap, fakes the handoff to Claude Mancondi. He takes it himself. He's going to go up left, and he's going to make it to the 44-yard line before being stopped. But he picks up an Eagle first down, Camille. That is the best news for our offense right now.
Rob Walter giving him a little shove forward.
That's how it works when you get close like that. Good linemen recognize that opportunity and knows that they need to help out and get their quarterback or running back in position. Thank you very much to our producer over here. Chad is keeping me going. J.D. Meagle keeps the ball, goes to the right, makes it up to the 48-yard line before being stopped. It'll bring up second down and about 6, a long 6 for the Eagles. All right, Camille, we're marching.
We got it.
We're starting to calm down on mistakes. Meagle is back. Mancondi to his right. Aiden McDonald in motion. Snap to Meagle. He fakes it to Mancondi. He moves to his right. Almost throws to Caleb Howard, but the Knights sniffed that one out. And Meagle is dropped for a loss. It'll bring him back to the 44-yard line. That'll bring up third down and 11. So now we have a challenge. It wasn't a penalty that brought us back, Camille. It was just mistakes in blocking.
Mm-hmm. What do you think we're going to do right now, Mr. Reeves?
I think we're looking at a pass play. My guess would be. We got Caleb Howard out to the left, Giorgio Bote beside him, James Donovan to the right. Meagle gets the snap. He is avoiding pressure. He makes the pass. It's caught. Caleb Howard on the spin, but he's dropped at the 50-yard line. I mean, right on the 50-yard line, and it will bring up fourth down and about 4. And we're seeing the punting unit coming on. It'll actually be fourth down and 5, Camille. Hey, we're seeing signs of life from our offense. That was awesome. We marched down and scored last time. Our defense made a stand. Let's see what can happen here. Julian Hood in for the punting duties. Snap is back. Hood kicks it. It's a low line drive. and it's going to roll. It's going to be picked up and start on the return. He's cut to the right. Haven't seen a number yet. He's finally brought down at the 47-yard line of the Eagles. He said it was Josh Franklin on the return. He has been doing the return duties. And it'll be Knights ball, 1st and 10.
You know, I wasn't watching what was happening over there, but I heard a lot of sighs. I think someone were you watching back there?
Watching what were you seeing?
Just back here, I don't know. I saw someone on their knee just kind of slipped a little, and I heard a lot of sighing from the crowd. So I figured something happened. I don't know if you were looking, but
I was trying to follow the play as best I could. It's hard with cross eyes, but I do what I can. All right, Wilson Long in at quarterback. And yes, Andrew Adams is back there with him. Out to the left, he's got Drew Dickey and Aiden McCormick. Oh, and he's going to be joined by Will Westmoreland. Long takes the pass. He passes it out to Adams. Adams has got it. He's on the loose. He scrambles all the way down to the 20-yard line. It's going to be a 28-yard pickup for the Knights, and they are on the march. No huddle. Long's got the play. He's got his people up. Defense trying to make their adjustments on the fly right here. We need some pressure on Long. And we're going to get it. And the flag is on the play. The pass towards the end zone is broken up beautifully. Beautiful break up. Was that Justin Cox? Yes, it was. That was Sam McKissick on the break up. George Obote in the backfield. He's moving about, worried about him being hurt, but he's okay. Had Blaine Baird heading in to take his place. George waves him off, says, "Let me stay." And so it'll bring up second down because of a penalty. The Eagles had jumped offside, so it's first down. First down, and we'll see what happens here. Long back. He takes the snap. He rolls to the right. And the pass to the end zone is dropped. It's thrown behind, just a little bit behind Pierce George. And so it is incomplete. Bring up second down. Whew. Feel like we dodged a couple of bullets there, Camille.
Mr. Reeves, listen, I don't want to say it loudly.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people here,
Yeah.
coaches. There's so many holes in the defense. Texas cheese.
Well, we're doing our best to stop those right now. So let's see what happens. Snap to Long. Fake. He does hand off to Andrews. He's all alone. He makes it all the way in for the touchdown, but there's a flag, and this flag is in the area that typically holding is going to be called, and it is. Holding against the Knights, and so hold the phone. We're going to bring this one back. Holding against the Knights. So we're not the only ones who make the mistakes, Camille. Good play by our defense to put pressure on, and the offense is needing to try and react, and in doing so, they illegally hang on to someone, and it costs them 6 points. All right. Now then, our defense needs to hold. We've got George Obote back as safety. Wilson Long is in for the snap at quarterback. Andrew Adams to his right. It was Adams who took it to the end zone on the last play. In motion is Drew Dickey. Long gets the snap. He drops back, rolls right. He's looking for Dickey. He makes the pass, and Dickey catches it, and he is out of bounds. 9-yard line. There's time before being able to get a score in the second quarter. 4 minutes, 19 seconds are left in the second quarter when they scored.
I think we're just going to keep getting better and better as the game goes, definitely.
And we see a fumble, a bobble on the play. They're going to pick it up and go for it. It's going to fall incomplete, but we've got a flag on the play.
Because we're playing Eagles football.
Eagles football. We're going to be all right. Let's see what the call is. We've got offsides against the defense. So they're going to line it up and do it again.
I'm trying to figure out what's flying through that. I know that sounds so random, but there's like Flying
spider
through the,
webs.
are they spider webs?
I don't know. It's kind
That's
of what it looks like.
terrifying.
In the tree with all these trees around here, I wouldn't be surprised. I've seen some of that myself. All right, in for the extra point attempt. The kick is up, and that one's good. Evan Chadwell has a good leg and is able to convert. 4:19 to go. It's 28-7. The Knights are in the lead. All right, Camille. It's been. Here's what's nice. It's a cold night, and yet the players seem well hydrated. They're doing well, and I don't want to jinx anything, but our trainers have not been needed so far through this.
Mm-hmm.
So we're seeing some pretty clean football. Both sides fighting hard. What do you think?
I mean, they're being like, I don't want to say uncomfortably sportsmanlike, but in comparison to like all football, they're really being nice to each other. You know, they're playing the game. They're being clean about it. They're not playing dirty, as far as I can see from up here. But yeah, it's a good game of football.
Hey, looky there. We've got Kim Cornegie and Dean who are watching Eagles on the Air while eating pizza. All right. That's better than eating a steak dinner last time. Enjoy your slice of pizza. In fact, have one for me and one for Camille as you're enjoying the warmth of your pizza. We're so glad. Thanks for tuning in, FBCA.tv. Caleb Howard back, and we've got someone else on the left. Is that George? Nope, it is George. There's the kick. It's going to go to the right this time. Caleb Howard's direction is going to roll out of bounds around the 8-yard line. All right. So we're good. It's going to be Eagles ball as they will take it from the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. All right, Camille, we're seeing great things. What are some of the good things that you think that we can capitalize on?
I really think, our defense has upped its game. At least tonight. You
Yep.
know, over the course of the season, it's gotten, it's pretty much been the same the whole season, where it's just kind of they tap each other and they hope that they fall. But this game, I think, seeing their stats from before, they were like, okay, we actually have to get in there and tackle. And
Yep.
I think that's the one thing that they're doing really well tonight.
Doing good. Love to see it. J.D. Meagle on the snap. He's going to make a quick pass out to Claude. No, it's Caleb Howard. Caleb Howard is – no, it's not. That's not Caleb. That's 9. Who we have there? Blaine Baird. Blaine Baird knocked out of bounds after picking up 5 yards, and it will be out at the 35-yard line. I apologize. The Eagles started from the 30, not the 25. I was thinking pro rules. 2nd down and 5 to go. Meagle in the backfield. Mincondi to his right. Meagle with the snap. Looking back, looking, and finally makes the throw, and it's caught. Blaine Baird once again at the 46-yard line, and it's going to be good enough for a 1st down, Camille.
He had a lot of time right there.
He had some great time, great protection. We're really seeing our line stepping up tonight. They're doing a great job, but J.D. has settled in, and his passes have really been crisp. All right, Meagle back again. Mincondi in the backfield. He gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to Mincondi. Mincondi goes right, and we've got a lost ball popped out of Mincondi's hand. We're looking, waiting to see. It is recovered by Bobby Rossi, and so the Eagles once again avoid a really costly error. They'll lose a yard on the play, but we keep the ball. So take a deep breath. We're all right. 2nd down, 11 to go. Huddle up. We've got some awesome players. We've got some awesome coaches. Let's see what happens. Meagle back, calling the signals. Gets the snap. Hands off to Claude Mincondi.
Oh.
No, he keeps it himself. J.D. Meagle to the right, gets to the 48-yard line of the Knights. He fooled everybody. I thought that he had handed that one off.
Game. Do you remember what I was saying? How, it's good whenever I get confused. I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, he had what?
Oh, no, but we've got a penalty. Holding against the Eagles, and it's going to come back. Well, that's a sad bad break for the Eagles. Going to march them back 10 yards. It'll be at the 40-yard line, and it'll bring up second down and 15, maybe 15 and a half, as we watch from our crow's nest up in the air.
Yeah, Mr. Reeves. I don't think I've ever been so cold that like my feet get cold through my shoes. And I think I'm experiencing that right now.
I imagine what our players are experiencing. Meagle on the snap, fakes the handoff,
Boom.
passes out to Aiden McDonald. Aiden McDonald, I lost sight of where he is by my view. How far did he get?
I'm thinking he dropped like, yeah, because he flew past this way, so he hit like the 50.
All right, there's the headlinesman. We're at the 48-yard line. Is that right? 48-yard line. So it's going to hit. Yeah, I'm getting the nod yes from one of our experts in the booth up here. It'll bring up third down. Meagle gets the snap. He fakes the handoff. He's looking. He's pursued under pressure. He throws, and it is batted down. It was a good throw. He was intending to hit James Donovan, but Meagle avoided the sack. It's going to bring up fourth down, and we're kind of in a position here where it's dangerous to kick it, but it's also too dangerous to keep it, and so Julian Hood steps onto the field.
Hey, I think it's better that happened because I thought he intercepted it for a half a second. I was like, wow, okay.
It was close.
But at least, out of anything, he hit it out of his hand.
He hit it out of his hands, so we're good. Let's give them a deeper position than that. Julian Hood back to do the punting duties. We have a whistles. What have we got? A timeout is going to be called by the Knights. 2:35 to go in the second quarter. I haven't been keeping up with the time very well. Ball's on the 48-yard line. It's 28-7. The Knights lead. Knights have been in the playoff appearances multiple times. It's really been a fight, Camille, and I feel like the Eagles have worked really well and worked really hard in this game.
And Mr. Reeves, what you did mention was that a lot of the trainers haven't had to come onto the field tonight. You can see Almiente out there. But we do have an amazing training program here at FBCA. So I'm just going to go ahead and read off some of the trainers. We have our head trainer, Danielle Kaser, Faith Avila, Eric Choi, Luke Dibble, Riley Marlowe, Megan Ogden, Sarah Stubbs, Ariel Warren, and Almiente Williams. As I said before, what can you say?
They're
staff. Dedicated.
They are. Great staff. Danielle's done a great job pulling that team together. All right, we have the whistle. We're ready to go. Julian Hood back awaiting the snap. Snap, he gets it. He kicks it, kind of a rugby style. It's going to roll. It's a low line drive, and it's going to go all the way down to the 6-yard line where the Knights will take over. First down and 10. We have a flag?
Yep.
Waiting to sort out what the flag is about, looking for the referee to give us a signal. He's discussing it with his staff. There it is. It's going to be a hold against the Knights. So at the 6-yard line, it's going to be half the distance to the goal. That'll put them on the 3. So the Eagles have a chance here to be able to do some damage with the Knights as far back as they are. Our front line has done a great job. Secondary has been tested a couple of times, and they have shorted up the last play. Last possession, excuse me. First and 10. Snap is to Long. He's going to run it up the middle, and there is nobody home. Wilson Long from the 3-yard line has got some speed, and he is not going to be denied a 97-yard run or a touchdown. Wilson Long. Hey, this kid's an athlete. He has got speed. He is good at misdirection. When he took the snap, it was really a quarterback draw, pause for just a second, just enough for that middle to open up, and nobody was home between him and the goal line. That's kind of one of the dangers you have, Camille, in getting them pinned back that far. It leaves a lot of open space. In for the extra point duties is Evan Chadwell, and it's going to be good. 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go. The Knights strike quickly.
So, Mr. Reese, what are you thinking for the rest of the game? Or at least the rest of this quarter. We'll go for that.
You know, as the last 2 minutes, I expect the Eagles will probably spend some time surveying the defense. They're probably going to look for some open holes. I imagine in game plans, typically our coaches would have plays that they've been thinking on, they've been looking at, they've been watching what the secondary has been doing. Has a guy been cheating this way, that way? And I wouldn't be surprised to see us have a long drive right here and be able to run the clock down, if not all the way, pretty close, and perhaps even score on this next drive. Back to receive, Caleb Howard, and we've got our own number 6, who is Justin Cox this time instead of George Obote. Knights taking their time, getting the ball set on the tee. And Camille, I'm unable to make out the number. Is that 82?
Kicking right now?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I don't have an 82 on our sheet. It could be John Luke Roberts. He's an 81. I don't know.
But you know, home games, jerseys are always switching up.
Right. There's the kick. Low line drive, kind of squibs, comes down to Caleb Howard. Howard gets it, and he is going to run up to about the 18-yard line before being brought down. Handful of jersey brought him down. Howard taking some time, getting up. And he is kind of checking all of the vitals, making sure everything is working, limping just a little bit as he moves back. Meagle stepping over to try and fix his jersey, get his shoulder pad back in. Howard trying to move out to the wideout on the left-hand side, and he is limping, Camille.
Do you think they're going to keep him in?
It looks like for this play at least. Meagle in the backfield. Claude Bincani to his left. We've got a whistle, and we're going to be called for a delay of game. Delay of game is going to march the Eagles back 5 yards. That did not seem like a full amount of time that the Eagles had to be able to get set up. There is not a play clock that is visible on either end of the field, and so I have no idea when the official began that. Pass is thrown to Blaine Baird, who did not even see it coming. He was running on a slant route, had his eyes straight ahead, and the ball may have worked his way to him. It was a little bit short. Blaine running a great route. Forgot. Got to look for that for the pass. All right, Caleb Howard is going to come out, replaced by Justin Cox this time. Howard's going to move over and be attended to by our training staff. Meagle on the snap. He is going to go right and try and run it, and he's going to be met immediately and dropped for a loss. Number 72, Caleb Rhodes, in on the tackle. Clock continues to run, 1:43:42, and now we're going to get a timeout by the Knights. We've gone backwards on this drive, Camille, and it has not been good, not been pretty.
Yeah, I think, the Knights are putting a lot of pressure on right now. I don't think the Eagles are ready for that.
No, I don't think so either. 3rd down and 19 when you've had a couple of drives that haven't gone your way, and them scoring as quickly as they score is also a bit of a problem, and so you've got to get some morale up and going. This is where the Eagles are going to have to decide that they're going to just stand up, stiffen up, make things go their way. And so I think that's the kind of talk that they're getting right now in the huddle from Coach Black, saying, hey, this game's not over. We've got 1:43 before we go in for halftime, and we've also got an entire second half. Let's play ball. We do have a hill to climb, 35-7, playing against a very fine Austin Regents team who you can tell by the way they walk. They have been in the playoffs before. This team is well rehearsed for this moment. J.D. Meagle on the snap. He steps back. He's under pressure. He's going to run up the middle. Meagle up to the 25. He's to the 30, 33, 34, no, 20, I'm sorry, 27, 28-yard line. I was pushing him a little farther than what he'd actually gone. And Meagle, on one play, is able to pick up a lot of yardage, but not quite enough for a first down. It's going to bring up fourth down, and he is right at the first down marker. And we're going to call it fourth down and 1. And we've got the offense saying, let's stay on. Meagle is saying, let's go for it. Minute and 20 to go. We're going to have a timeout called by the Knights. That will be their last timeout. And JD is trying to he's pleading with Coach Black to let him go for it. So the advantage here, Camille, is if they go for it and make it, they're geniuses. If they go for it and don't make it, we hand the ball over to the Knights. Very powerful offense with a very short field.
What are you thinking? They're going to kick it?
I'm thinking kicking would probably be the smartest thing to do right here. It would be tough. It would be tough to take if they did not get it. We're looking at an angle here at the down markers, and it appears to be a little bit more than a yard to me from this angle for them to get the first down. And Coach Black is going to agree, and Coach Carpenter, they're sending JD and Claude are back in. We're going to go for it. Fourth down, 1 yard to go. This is a big deal.
Jeez.
Meagle motioning to Caleb Howard, goes into motion, gets the snap. Meagle's going to run to the right. Meagle past the 30, 35. He leaps everyone to the 41, 42-yard line before being knocked out of bounds by Thomas Scully. But what a gutsy call. What a move. J.D. Meagle. I'm telling you, our Eagles coaches saw something and called it, and it was spot on. And J.D. is able to finish it. 41-yard line, first and 10 to go. We've got a minute and 6 to go. Clock is running. Eagles, we have a minute to go in the half. Meagle on the snap, gets it, drops back, looks. He's got time. He's under pressure. He's hit. The ball is loose. And the Knights have recovered. I'm telling you, J.D. did not see that pressure coming, did not feel it, and he was hit hard as he was preparing to throw. And unfortunately, the ball goes into the Knights' hands. And so what looked like to be a sign of life for us, it would have been great to get a score, whether it be a touchdown or a first down, would have been amazing going into the half. Now with 50 seconds to go, the Knights have the ball on the 32-yard line of the Eagles.
But with these last 50 seconds, we do have, I was just notified, over 30 people from Caleb's family watching all over the country tonight. So
Hey,
that's awesome.
That's terrific. Welcome to the Caleb Howard family listening in. We appreciate it. Pass to Charlie Phillips from Wilson Long is complete, and it takes them down to the 26-yard line, bring up second down and about 5 for them to go. Once again, the Knights with no huddle. Long back. He is flanked. Andrews goes into motion. It's now an empty backfield. Long drops back. He's looking right. He throws right, and it is caught. And a spin move is going to take him down to the goal line. Maybe they're inside the 5, and judging from where the official is spotting it, it's 1.5 yards to go. 31 seconds, the snap, and they kill the ball. First down and goal, 29 seconds to go. It'll bring up second down, and one play, it's tough. 35-7, 29 seconds to go in the second quarter. Austin Regents threatening to score before going into the half and really putting some distance between the Eagles and the Knights. There's motion going left. Long drops the ball as he pulls back to throw and has to fall on it. He falls on it back at the, it looks like the 9-yard line. We're going to have a quick shift as the clock continues to run. 13, 12, 11. They're trying to bring on their field goal unit. 9, 8. They have no timeouts left. They're So the Eagles dodge a bullet because Chadwell has been kicking them all night. He has been straight and true. And fortunately for the Eagles on that one, it does not clear. So 35-7 is how we write the last part of this story. And we have the Eagles. Their backs are really against the wall right now, Camille. This is a tough time as Coach Black takes them into the half and has to ask them, what are you going to do about this? Coach is coming behind us, so we're going to move out of their way. I know this is weird seeing our faces this close.
It is, but during halftime, we're going to go ahead and put the camera to the field. I think they're bringing on, that is our marching band actually out there. We're going to have our cheerleaders. Most likely they have and their cheerleaders. So you're going to get a show during halftime. Then we'll be back. We're going to leave off with the Regents at 53 and Eagles 7.
35, Eagles 7.
What did I say?
No, dyslexia. That's all right. You said 53. But it's not that bad. It's 35-7. It's okay. We don't want to alarm anybody. Thanks for watching us, Eagles on the Air. We want you to enjoy the halftime show. Eagles on the Air, Fort Bend Christian Academy. I'm Jerry Reeves, Camille Choi. Enjoy the halftime show.
so now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the playoff game, Fort Bend Christian versus the Austin Regents. Today, for this second half, for a little while, we're going to have Chad Lloyd. He's been a dedicated member to the Eagles on the Air club, class. He's always in the trailer, always, background. You're a very techie guy, but you requested to come onto the microphone, so of course we're gonna do it.
Well, yeah, I've been here for 4 years. I just figured, why the heck not? I wanna wear the headset for a little bit.
Yeah, Chad is really the guy who runs the show. If Mr. Steve is not here, if Chad's here, we're all fine. Chad, thank you for being here. This is your last football game of your entire high school career.
Yeah, I mean, unless we end up winning this one, which I'd say is still a possibility, but I think the next playoff game is going to be, in Dallas, so.
So what are you thinking? What are you thinking, Chad? What do you think's going to happen this quarter?
So I'm not nearly as, with the lingo as most of you, but I've been watching from the cameras for a little bit, so I picked up on a little bit. And I think we've got a chance to make some good plays, to get some runs in, and to score some more touchdowns and such.
Most definitely. But, Chad, you are the person who taught me football. I learned football in the trailer doing the scoreboard.
I taught you
really
first.
fun.
I taught you downs and how touchdowns work. It wasn't
Yeah.
much more than that. You studied the rest on your own.
So what are you thinking? Eagles are going to score this quarter?
Yeah, I think they certainly can. I certainly hope so. They've been playing well. We've seen the offense can move the ball. They can play. Regents got some athletes on their team, but they can keep up with them.
We had a fake handoff to, that was number 9.
I got fooled by that.
Oh, that is not our roster. But yeah, that was a fake handoff to number 9, Blaine Baird. Kind of got confused by that.
Yeah, I mean, I got screwed up by it, so, Then again, I still don't quite know what to look for. Usually I'm looking at cameras and TV screens and
JD's
such.
looking back, looking forward, and
Ooh,
that
the
is the
catch.
catch to Caleb Howard.
Go, go,
Caleb
go.
Howard running down. 40,
Down he
45,
goes.
50. Go!
Here we go. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful run. That's the 25-yard line in the Regents territory. Did I do it? Did I sound like Mr. Williams, Mr. Reeves there for a
Very
second?
close,
All
very
right.
close.
Nice.
Man, you know what, Mr. Reeves? Maybe you should get off play-by-play. The second I hop on here, we're doing well.
Yeah, except for the really awkward long pauses where we just kind of stared at each other, not sure what to say. But
It's okay. You don't mention those.
No,
You don't
yeah.
mention those on the air.
I'm sorry.
So here again, we're going to have the Eagles. J.D. Meagle calling the play. He's going to hand off to Mkondi,
McConaughey's
running to the
got
right,
it.
and he's going to go, and he's going to get down
That looks like a
at
second
the
down.
20.
20, 21
That's
maybe?
going to be a second down.
I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with the Regents team. Don't get me wrong, Eagles been putting up a great fight, but they've got a couple kids on their team that are just super
most
athletic.
definitely. They're definitely
I believe it's
the-
number 2.
Long, yeah.
Yeah, they've been playing really well. This is a team that's really good, but we're still holding our own. The score, I think is a little deceptive. We're doing pretty well.
So it's going to be 2nd and 7. J.D. Meagle's going to go
Oh!
ahead and throw the ball, fumble down,
Nice.
and number 68, that's Remy.
Nice.
Remy actually gets
Remy
down on the
got
ball,
it.
saves
Nice.
the fumble, and there was a flag on the play because, Chad, if you've heard before, you're not playing Eagles football unless there's a flag.
Oh no, I cannot tell you the amount of time. See, I have to watch what I say. Mr. Williams said, okay, if you're gonna do this, you got to stay positive and you can't say mean things. I just got hit by Mr. Williams for telling them that. So I think I might be fired.
There's
It
a
was,
flag on
it
the
was
play.
fun while it lasted.
The call is, man, I wish I could read what calls meant. Calls? Do you know what the call meant?
Nope.
No clue.
No, we're all just staring at each other.
It's going to be 2 fouls, unsportsmanlike conduct against each team. So basically, Chad, what that means is we're not moving.
So nothing happened.
No.
Cancels out. Gotcha.
We're
I
gonna
gotta,
go.
I gotta say, this is one of the more interesting setups we've had.
Oh yeah, most
Because
definitely.
we are all, there's no trailer or anything. All of us except for one cameraman over to the left down in the stands is all cluttered in this same little 5-foot area. Hey, look, there's another flag.
I think that was movement. Definitely. Motion against the
Eagles.
Eagles.
Yep.
Eagles still in the offense. 3rd down, 14 to go. Eagles just dropped quite a few yards.
Yeah, it's 14 to go now.
Eagles on the offense. J.D. Mead grabs the ball, looks back. He's going to have a lot of time.
Watch behind
Number
you.
32 behind
Nice.
him. Beats it. Going to go
He's
ahead and
carrying
run
it. Good.
And he's going to be down on the, I'm going to go ahead and say that's the 29.
29,
Maybe
28. Yeah.
Yeah, ball on the 29. 24.
20.
Man. Oh! You know what I'm not reading, Chad? The middle lines. It's taking
Yeah,
us in the middle
no,
lines.
it's fine. I was just kind of listening to you. You know what you're talking about, so I was just kind of going along with it.
J.D. Meagle at 6 yards. We're going to be 4th down with 9 to go. Eagles still on the offense. He's going to look back. Going to throw it down to, that was to Claude Mincondi. He wasn't looking, though, and number 5, that was Carter Koo, completely intercepted the ball, and that's going to be the Regents' ball now on offense, deep in their territory with such a powerful offense. That's going to be something that the Eagles are going to have to work hard on defense.
Boy, oh boy. All right, so now Regents have the ball again, and we've proven we can stop them. We can do it. You just don't let them get those breakoffs like they've been getting in the game, and I think we'll be fine. We got more than a shot at doing this.
Definitely. So this is going to be the Regents' ball. Wilson at quarterback next to him. Number 35, Andrew Adams. That's going to be a fake handoff. He's going to run it. Get past 4 Eagle defenders. He's going straight down. Missed by Craig Kelly. Then missed by Sam McKissick.
Oh, no. He's missed. Everyone is missing.
And
down he goes.
A touchdown.
Touchdown. Oh, dear.
That's going to leave the score at 41.
And lo and behold, it was, what did you say number 2's name was? Long?
Long.
Yeah, it was Long. He's fast.
He scored most of the points this game.
Yeah, I've been watching. It is crazy how fast he can move. I've played sports and such. That's a rare kind of athlete that can just outpace everyone.
Absolutely. And these... Do you know why they're cheering? Wow, we're terrible broadcasters.
Yeah, we're not good at this.
We're just kidding. We're professionals.
I mean, listen, I'm the IT guy. I'm not even supposed to be near the microphone.
Evan Chadwell is going to be going for the kick.
All right, let's see what they're doing.
For
Taking their time.
I should be more
kick,
proper.
field goal.
You know, same old, same old.
Yeah. Taking their time, doing something, working it out.
Goes up, and it's going to be...
right down the middle. Nice, good kick.
That's going to leave the Regents with 42 and the Eagles to 7. Now, Chad, what do you think is going to happen rest of the quarter? Do you think it's going to be more focused on the Regents or the Eagles coming back, maybe scoring a touchdown? Do you think it's going to be more defense-based?
See now you're asking. You're really asking, am I an optimist or am I a pessimist? I'm thinking that we can. I don't know. It's hard to say. Sorry, someone was talking in my ear, and I don't know how to multitask. So, anyways, I'm thinking we can make a comeback. I mean, every time I say that, they score again. I'm like, but you know, I think we can. And if nothing else, we can shorten this gap between us. I think our offense can make some moves, make some passes.
And with all the support in the crowd, as well as Sandy McGowan watching online, she's always watching Miss McGowan.
That's right.
An angel sent from God.
Yes.
Such
oh
a
my
sweet
goodness,
woman.
she is
Wow.
wonderful.
I love her so much.
Miss McGowan, I want you to know that I have heard that shout out to you every single game, and let me tell you, I love hearing it. I love knowing that you are always listening. It makes my day.
This is going to be Evan Chadwell with the kickoff. That's going to be received by number 4, George Obose.
That had a good spin on it. There goes George.
He's going to just rip through a few defenders.
Oh, look at him. Oh, he's still on his feet. Almost to the 50, 45-ish.
Yeah, he's going to be down at about the 44.
Yeah, like, we can run it. We can get it past these guys. George is proof of that. It is a shame that we don't have the Solomon Cole out. I know weren't we supposed to say that in unison or something? The Solomon Cole.
Wow.
First try.
Wow.
That was good.
Boom.
High five. That's certainly not helping not having him out there. But even so, George can certainly run it. We got other kids out there that can run it, I'm sure, that just can't remember their names.
Caleb Howard, one of them.
Caleb Howard, yes.
And also J.D.
Dog
Meagle,
pile.
the quarterback.
J.D. Meagle, he is one of the toughest quarterbacks I've ever seen. He's so unafraid to run that ball.
J.D. Meagle's going to get about a yard on that play, so it's going to be 2nd down, 9 to go.
I do want a disclaimer, like, everything I'm saying, take with a little bit of salt, because, like, I might be exaggerating. I might be making things up in rare cases.
Things up.
Well, not on purpose. I just don't know what to say.
J.D. Meagle's going to look back. That's going to be to George Abote. That's going to be incomplete. Barely touches the ground. Number 15 right on him, though. That was Charlie Phillips. Right by him. I mean, the Regents' defense, their offense as well, it's incredible, unbeatable. I mean, they've really come up with a system on how to run the football field.
Oh, yeah. No, they have learned how to control the football, how to get it past. It was always funny before I started watching football, I was like, it's just guys hitting each other, right?
There's so much more to it.
It is such a chess match, and you don't realize until you start watching.
J.D. Meagle's going to look back,
Oh,
have a
there
lot
he
of
goes.
time getting dragged out, and just throws it out. Doesn't want to get sacked too hard.
We got 2 guys on the ground. They're getting up, but they look all right. They look okay. One of them's limping. But they seem all right.
So the punt team's going to come back on. Good choice.
Yeah.
With 9 to go, definitely punt this.
Yeah, we want to get this into their territory and go back on defense, I think.
And with Julian Hood, it's gonna be deep
Julian
in their
Hood.
territory.
There are a lot of kickers in this world, but there is only one Julian Hood.
Only one. That's gonna be Julian Hood on the kick.
And away it goes.
Pretty deep. It's gonna go out of bounds.
Offsides. Or out of bounds. Either one works.
Soccer. Football.
Oh boy. I don't know why they let me do this.
Because you know what, it's your senior year, and you're good at it.
I mean, I did ask for it too, right?
And
I
you've
was
been
like,
listening to it for so long.
mm-hmm. And I was like, look, if nothing else, I'll just make fun of myself.
Oh,
and,
that's what I do. That's what I use. You know what?
yeah, I know. I got it from you.
Yeah.
Because you were making fun of yourself. So I was like, you know what? I don't know what I'm talking about either. I'll do that too.
That's the easiest
And
way.
now you've taken the role of Mr. Williams, having to be the serious one, and actually call the plays and such.
So back to plays.
Yeah, speaking of plays.
Wilson Long passes
I see a
it
flag.
to, that was number 35.
There he goes. We can catch
Andrew
him. Catch him,
Adams
catch
is
him,
just going
catch
to run,
him.
but no matter how far he goes, there is still a flag on the 20-yard line. We're going to go ahead and see what that's about.
Probably on the Eagles. I'm just gonna call it.
I'm thinking it's holding.
Yeah.
Holding
against the Knights. I'll take it. I'm
going to drop about 5 yards.
no complaints here. I'll take that back run. I'll
You
take
got it.
that run back. Yes.
You'll take that run back.
I can speak.
You got it.
Yeah.
You know, we
I'll
really
take that
have
run
switched
back.
places.
Yeah, we really.
Like, I'm Mr. Williams and you're me now. How do you feel?
There are worse people to be. That was meant as a compliment.
Yeah, like Nate.
Nate is
The
standing right
camera
next to
guy.
us. He is our cameraman. Do not make fun of the cameraman.
We love Nate. We love Nate.
Also, because his camera is currently on screen, so don't make fun of him.
Yeah, he's such a trooper. Everyone here in the cold, I mean, the broadcasting team is amazing, man.
And
I love this.
I'm also shocked how many people came out.
I know.
Fully aware that it was going to be freezing. Oh.
Number 2, Long.
Oh,
is just
Long's
gonna
got
take
it again.
No one's stopping him. Past
no.
Craig Kelly, number 4.
Can anyone stop him?
44.
41 can. Well done.
He's number 24, Jedi Jones. Barely stops him.
Well done, Jedi.
Right at the 49. Or 47.
Ladies and gentlemen, Long can be stopped.
At the 49, of
At
course.
the 49, but it still can be stopped.
That's a gain of about 30 yards just on one run.
Oh, boy. We're hanging on. We're holding on.
Long's going to get it. Going to look back. Gonna go for a throw to number
Oh.
12 and touched by Sam
Flag is on the
McKissick.
field, though.
Yes, he definitely hit him beforehand. That was a
Yeah.
good call, but very sportsmanlike between number 12, Aiden McCormick, and Sam McKissick. That's what I've been seeing a lot this game. Is they're very nice to each other.
Yeah, this is, they were the whole culture here, the whole feel of this school. I love it. They're very friendly. They've been very nice to everyone. Very talkative. We're all crammed in this same 10-foot box together, but everyone's hanging out, having a good time. Yeah, it's been good. And looks like we're around the 35-yard line now. First down for the Regents.
So we're going to be at the 36.
Close enough. 35, 36. Yard off.
Drew Dickey, a sophomore, is going to be the QB for this play.
Oh.
Going to grab it.
Fumble.
It. Gets over it just in time.
I blame that one on cold hands. It's cold out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Camille lended me these wonderful gloves that have the little pads on them so I can look at Twitter and look for shout-outs.
They're purple, but they suit you.
Yeah, I'll take it, Keeps my hands warm.
Drew Dickey's going to go ahead and get this ball. Going to hand off to number 30.
Oh.
Man, pushed
Here
back.
comes the dog pile.
Eaten up by Rob Walter.
Flag
up
on
in
the field.
air. Rob gave him a little punch.
Never a good sign. Was there a punt? Was there a punch? I missed the punch.
I think it was a little hit.
Oh, dear.
A bit more than a hit. They're going to go ahead and put Cliff Self, a sophomore, in.
Uh-oh.
Bench them.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Yeah, looks like
on the
he got
football
sacked.
field.
Well, we
English
were
can
just
really get the
talking.
best of you.
Well, we were just talking how everyone was friendly, and so that's a shame.
But losing 42-7.
It does
Yeah.
make you upset.
It does.
Tempers get high. I totally understand. No hard feelings, I'm sure. It just you get mad. I've been there.
Of course, but they're putting in Cliff Self, such a sweet kid. Have you ever met Cliff?
I have not met Cliff. Unfortunately.
Nate's saying yes. He's such a sweet kid, right? Such a great
Cameraman vouches for him. He's good. Speaking of cameraman, we got Nate next to us, but we also got Logan all the way down in the stands. We have a wire running all the way down to him. He is also our second camera, so he's out in the middle of the cold more than us, and he's a trooper. He's doing his job well.
Wilson Long back at quarterback.
Ooh.
It's going to be received. No,
Oh,
that is
no.
going to be incomplete to intended for number 12, Aiden McCormick. I'm going to go ahead and say.
So what's the rule there? Why isn't that a completed pass? Because he did catch it.
It did hit the floor as he was catching it. I'm thinking that was the reason why.
Right, didn't get the feet on the ground.
Definitely.
Okay.
As I said before, back at quarterback, Wilson Long is going to get the ball. Look back. Go to the right.
Oh.
And
Dog
immediately
pile.
sacked.
Yeah, no gain there, it looks like. Kind of
Man.
just spun in place. Bring us to second down.
Aiden McDonald was
Whoa.
on him immediately.
Aiden. See, that one I know. I do know him.
Number 11.
Yes. It's funny, you know these guys, but when they got the helmets on, they don't have the hair. Like, you'd never recognize Aiden
Oh, no.
without the poofy hair.
Or Tony without his hair flipped.
Yeah, no, you gotta, then they take the helmet off. It's like, oh, it is you. Our band is out here, too. They're playing. God bless them. They're doing this with metal instruments. It's got to be cold for them.
Oh, freezing. Long's going to look back plenty of times. He's going to look
Long
down at
throw.
number 12.
Flag on the play.
Flag on
I
the
think
play.
they pushed the Regents kid is what they're calling.
They're going to go ahead and look at him and say that he tripped.
Uh,
Justin Cox not too happy about that. Neither is Sam McKissick. From what I could see, they did not even touch him.
Yeah, and we got some angry Eagles fan agreeing with you, Camille.
The players are very angry. Man, you can hear the stands. Oh, wow. Number 12, Aiden McCormick is Sam McKissick's cousin.
Oh, that's a little bit of sibling rivalry there. Or not quite sibling, cousin, family rivalry.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's always, you don't. Sometimes you don't know how to feel when you're going up against family members. It's like, do I take it easy on them or do I hit them even harder?
You hit him even harder. In football,
And that's why you should never play against Camille in football.
Drew Dickey's going to hand the ball off to Roman Davis, going to pass it to him, and he's going to be
Knocked out of
pushed out of
bounds.
bounds.
Knocked, push.
Yeah,
Sorry, I keep
same
trying to
old, same
steal your thunder. I should really stop.
Hey, it's okay.
Alright.
Play-by-play color, be switched. It switches off.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's going to be down at the 12. First down, 10 to go.
Number
Gonna hand it
34 is
off,
going
yep.
through. Gets pulled down around the 5-yard line.
24, Roman Davis
Oh, 24.
down at the. It's okay, you got it.
I'm just going to correct myself. That's fine.
He's going to be down at the 5. Good enough for a Regents first down.
Yeah. Now they're close, right on home base, so to speak, even though this isn't baseball.
It's a sport.
yeah.
Close enough.
They both include a ball.
Mm-hmm.
And there's
Men.
a timeout on the field, it would appear. By the Knights, Regents calling a timeout.
So, Chad, what are you thinking so far during this quarter?
So it's actually, there's been a back and forth, but I don't have any points been scored. I think they scored a touchdown. Regents scored a touchdown at the start, but since then it's actually been pretty calm. Not a lot of points on the board right now, and I'd attest that to I think both teams might be getting a little tired. It's cold out here.
Mm-hmm.
The board is already showing how the game's going.
They're getting
Some of them
angry.
are kind of like, I don't know how hard I want to work.
Mhm.
And in my opinion, this is the perfect time for Eagles to maybe make a comeback.
Definitely.
I think we can punch a few through and get that much closer.
As we said before, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to, if you're watching tonight, go ahead and tweet us at Eagles on the Air. We'll be happy to shout you out on the air, have a little conversation with you. Also, next week, we're going to have boys basketball. They're going to be against St. Constantine, boys.
Yes,
at
St.
6 o'clock.
Constantine.
And the girls are going to be against HCSA. Yes.
And you
At 6
probably
p.m.
will
as
not
well.
see me, but trust me, I will be there back in my trailer.
Are we filming those games?
We might be.
Okay.
We might not be. Who knows?
Who knows?
I
We never know.
should, but I don't. If I had the schedule in front of me, I could probably tell you, but unfortunately I do not. But if we are filming those, you will probably not hear me, but I will be in the trailer or in a closet of some kind.
Roman Davis is going to get the ball, going to hand that off to number 24, who's going to be down at about the 3, I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Inching their way closer. And this makes me nervous.
That's going to be second down. I guess he did not gain any yards.
Okay, that's fine by me. I'll take it.
We'll take it.
Let's see what we got going here. Hard to see from this angle. And quarterback keeper maybe? That's a dog pile.
Oh, man. They should have whistled a long time ago.
That's Charlie Stone with the ball, according to the announcer. I did not just know that, trust me.
I was like, how'd you see that?
I did not. I just heard the announcer say it, and I repeated it.
They're going to stay at the 5.
Third down and 5 still. If the Eagles can hold them here a couple times, they'll probably go for the punt on the 4th down. That's what I would do. Then again, I'm not the coach. Maybe they will try to run it in. I suppose they certainly could try to punch it in.
I mean, they could, but at 42-7.
42
the
to,
third
I mean,
quarter.
either way, what are you really going to lose, right?
Yeah.
You either put the score that much higher up on them or you don't.
He's going to look back. Jedi Jones all over number 5. Not even going to get a look at it. Carter Koo could not even get a look at the ball without Jedi Jones in his face. That's going to be a 4th down. Still at the 5.
42-7 through almost 3 minutes left in the third quarter. It has been a tough game. I am of the opinion that the scoreboard doesn't really reflect that. Both teams have been playing, and there's been some back and forth.
Definitely. I think that if the offense for the Regents is just very
It's good.
They have speed.
Yeah.
That's their thing. They have speed.
Their offense is fast. Their defense is strong. They went for the kick. Is it in? It is in. That's another point for the Regents.
So that's going to leave the score at 45-7. Third quarter, 2:54 left. Chad,
Yeah.
why don't we go ahead and shout out some of the coaches that are going to be that are here tonight.
Sure thing. We got the head coach, Jordan Black, the offensive coordinator, Aaron Carpenter, the defensive coordinator, Mark Jones, the assistant coach, Ezra Bound, the DL/RB. What does that stand for before I make a fool of myself? Gary Schubert, Juan Garcia, Jordan Jones, and Stanley Evans. Thank you all for being here, as well as the athletic director, Carrie Carl, the head of school, Joshua Geddes. I don't know if he's here or not, but thank you anyways. And the head of upper school, new this year and doing wonderfully, Joel Hazard. He's been awesome this year.
Thank you
it's been
so
a
much,
wonder
Chad.
having him.
We're going to have number 88, Evan Chadwell, kicking it off.
The crowd is shouting, as they always do when we get these punts going off, or the kickoffs going.
Kickoff, I'm assuming, is going to be straight to a bote as normal. They're going to kick it
Got
a
a
little
backspin
short,
on it. Still caught it, though.
and they're going to call it down at the 20. That's James Donovan.
Believe
James
that's a
Donovan.
30-yard line looks like. Yeah, 30-yard line. And Eagles offense comes back on the field. Let's see if they can punch one in.
2:54 left in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Down at the 29.
Still plenty of time left in this game. Not as much time as maybe we'd like, but still plenty of time.
With a little bit of heftier defense.
Yeah.
More
So-
quicker offense.
So
JD Meagle's going to keep the ball. Going to be dragged back by number 10. Man, that was a hard hit.
A little slow getting up, but he looks all right from here. So I don't know plays and stuff like that. My father tried to teach me football ages ago and then gave up. But so my plan is basically just get the ball to
Anyone.
George Bote, and just make a hole and just let him run. Oh,
JD Meagle's going to hand
like
off
that.
to Rodman Condi.
There you go.
He's going to be down at about the 33.
34-yard line. Yeah, just get the ball to Solomon, get the ball to George, just push everyone else out of the way and have them run it down the field.
Well, we would give the ball to Solomon, but unfortunately
Unfortunately,
he did
the
get injured
Solomon
the last
call,
game.
yes. It is a shame. I think him being out there could make a difference, but you get what you get sometimes. He's still on the sidelines. I've seen him pacing back and forth a few times. I don't think he likes being out of the game.
JD Meagle's going to go down. He's going to get a straight
Nice
pass
catch.
to number 11. That's going to be straight to Aiden McDonald.
Well done. He got hit in the back right after that, too. It was good on him keeping his head.
Man, a tight end being a receiver,
Yeah.
that's something new. Aiden McDonald got his first touchdown this year. I believe it was the first game against Brazos.
Yeah, it was. He had a pretty good, I think it was a catch and running it in. It was good.
That's what we're going to call it. Catch and run it in.
I think I just invented a new play, or
I like
maybe
that.
simplified
I don't know what
one.
it's called. I don't know what it's called.
Catch
and
the
run.
ball and run it into the touchdown
Very simple.
zone.
JD's going to fake the handoff. Throw it down to Caleb Howard,
Oh.
barely tipped off.
It was a good play. Good play.
Number 22, Thomas Scully was trying to intercept that, a little frustrated after.
Out about the 44-yard line. Second down, 10 to go. They're working their passing game. They've been doing good. I think I'm going to say it a million times, but they're doing well. Oh,
JD fakes the handoff, takes it down the middle, is going to go down. There's
flag
a
on the play. As soon as I started
Would you like to
coming,
say it?
probably Eagles.
No. Would you like to say the catchphrase since you're me now?
I would probably know this, but now you put me on the spot, and I don't know.
Oh, come on, Chad. You're not playing Eagles
Oh,
football.
we've taken a knee. Uh-oh. Someone's down. I can't tell who it is.
I'm thinking it's an Eagle, considering it's on the.
Yeah.
Nate, can you see who that is? Oh, that's gonna be number 27. That was Jack Cowden. Hit a little too hard on the sidelines. Got up, sprung up.
Yeah, he
think
looks
he's perfectly
okay.
fine.
I hope he's all right.
Maybe limping a little, but
Yeah.
with the trainers, I'm sure he'll just stretch it out and he'll be great.
Trainers are, speaking of which, we have Faith Avila, Eric Troy, Luke Dibble, Riley Marlowe, Megan Ogden, Sarah Stubbs, Ariel Williams, and Warren, and Amiette Williams. All our student trainers out there, they do a wonderful job. As a matter of fact, one of the seniors had a crick in her neck today, and someone that was advising her on what to do with it was one of the student trainers. I believe it was Megan. So
JD Meagle's going to fake the handoff. Look back.
Ooh.
Plenty of time.
Wow, right down the
flag
middle.
on
But
the
there's a
play.
flag. It's
It's
okay.
just
Keep
gonna
running. Keep running.
Man, he
Keep
is
going.
out of here.
Oh, yes.
He's going to be down at about the 44, 43-yard line.
Hey, he is a tough quarterback. But we have a flag on the field, and now I remember the line you were trying to tell me earlier.
Which is?
You're not playing Eagles football unless there's a flag on the field.
Mm-hmm.
I remembered. I did it.
I have never seen a quarterback run so much.
Yeah, he's kind of a jack of all trades. This team, I think this is stemming last year. I recall, you lost a lot of kids early. We had to end the season early, which was a real shame. But we've come back this year. We've come back well. We've made the playoffs. And I think a lot of the kids have kind of gotten used to playing multiple positions at this point. So I don't think our quarterback has a problem taking the ball and running it at this point, if it wasn't obvious already.
Most definitely. We're going to go ahead and see what the call was, if they're going to say.
Looks like they're taking us back one way or another. Second down, 25 yards to go now. Or I believe, as it's called, second down and long, which means a very long way to go.
Fakes the handoff.
But
takes
he's going to run it
middle
again.
Is going to toss it down to
Oh,
Howard.
what a catch! Keep going!
Past him.
That's going to get us down at about the 44-yard line. What a throw. What a catch. That was an amazing play.
I was looking at it from right here, thinking it was going to get intercepted immediately.
Yeah.
But Caleb Howard with those hands.
That was what do they call it? It was a breadbasket catch right in the upper stomach. That was a great catch.
I love your descriptions of it. Right in the upper stomach.
Upper stomach, solar plexus.
B would be proud.
I've never even taken anatomy, so
Oh, wow.
I hope she's proud of me.
JD Meagle's going to look back. Oh, and
Ooh.
immediately taken down. Going to lose a few yards.
It's okay. You win some, you lose some. We'll take it. Still second down in 10, 12 maybe now.
JD
And
Meagle's
that is the end of the third quarter.
JD Meagle looking a little beat up on the field, but he just needs to take some rest. End of the first quarter, as you said, Chad.
Third quarter.
Third quarter. I'm tired.
It's all right. Well, we got one more quarter of football to go, and it looks like it's going to be a good one. Thank you for having me, Camille.
Oh,
but
no, Chad, you're leaving?
I think I should probably get back to my job unless Reeves wants me to stay.
He said no.
Oh, I guess I'm staying. They want me
Chad
to
is
stick
staying.
around.
I want you to stick around, Chad.
Oh,
you're
thank you.
actually really good at this. You're a nice companion.
Oh, thank you. I'm flattered.
So, Chad, as we normally do, as you know, since you sit in the truck and you had to listen to my,
Yes.
ear-wrenching voice,
Oh, no.
we do
Mr. Williams
prophecies.
is much worse to listen to.
Man, Mr.
But
Williams gets
But
clowned on.
is he here? Yeah, he's not here, so I can say that. Otherwise, I'd be fired on the spot.
So, as you know, we do predictions. We do
Right.
prophecies.
Yes, of course.
So, what is your prophecy?
Oh, I gotta make a prophecy.
You have to. It's
It is-
Eagles on the air.
It's tradition. You've started a tradition, Camille. All right, I think Meagle's gonna get the ball,
Okay.
and I think he's gonna dodge a couple tackles. I think he's gonna run it all the way down the field for a touchdown.
Wow.
But there will be a flag on the play.
Oh, hey, you can't just put that into the universe like that.
I
Take it back.
mean,
Take it
okay,
back.
there will be no flag on the play.
Okay,
Is
okay,
what I
there we
meant
go.
to say.
We'll see if it happens. He
If
looked
there's an
ready.
actual flag on the play, now I'm gonna feel really bad.
Claude Mancondi on motion. JD Meagle's going to look back.
Eagles
Looking
throwing.
straight to Georgia Bote, straight into his hands.
There's a
Gonna
hole.
keep going.
He's going to keep going.
Past the Regents defense.
Toughing it through. Down
Doing
and
the
around the
spin move.
20, maybe the 18-yard line.
You got it, 20.
Hey.
If you could see from our angle here, folks, it is not easy to see. 18, Chad.
Okay, so my initial prophecy was not correct, but
But-
the on the dime, I think it's this yard. Bam.
Boom. That's your new job.
Listen,
You're gonna be like, you know what?
I
this
might have
yeah,
struggled with algebra 2, but
Everyone struggles with
double-digit numbers I can handle.
JD Meagle's gonna go ahead and get the ball handed off to Minkondi.
There
He's
goes
gonna go to the right
Minkondi.
side, and he's gonna get taken down by number 22,
Right at about the 15.
Thomas Scully. You know, I always say that's a really cool name, but Thomas Scully.
Thomas Scully, yeah. It is, it's kind of a scary name,
Yeah,
too,
it's
you know?
intimidating. That's what I was gonna say. Scully.
It's a good wrestler name. He
It
should
kinda
take up
sounds
like WWE or something.
He could dress up like Sully from Monsters Inc. Put a little blue purple on.
Yeah. Do they allow face paint like that on the field? I don't know.
Maybe. JD Meagle's gonna look back, looking for an opening, and he's just gonna get
Oh.
sacked. Number 23 on that play, as well as number 10, dabbing each other up after they sack JD Meagle.
I'm no comment on that. I'm just gonna, But that's about the 18 again. So it looks like we may have lost a couple yards.
Yeah, JD Meagle looking for an opening. Regents defense all over the Eagles.
They're tough. You got to watch out for them. They will. You got a hole in your offense. You're in trouble.
JD Meagle's gonna go ahead and get the ball. Look downfield. Hand it off to
wonderful catch.
That was James Donovan, the
right
freshman.
at the feet.
He's going to be down at the 5-yard line. 5 to go. James Donovan, a freshman.
Yeah, that was
playing
a wonderful
way
catch.
more than expected. I saw his, seeing his debut on the home field, playing a few minutes here and there, but now being
after
a
that
very
catch,
key
I'd
player.
say he earned it. That was a great catch.
Being a key player on the field, definitely. JD Meagle's going to get the ball. He's going to fake
He's
the handoff,
running.
and he's going to go straight down the middle.
Gets pushed back at the very end, though. Looked like maybe like the 3rd or 4-yard line. So we are still 45-7 with about 9.5 minutes to go in the last quarter of this game. It is cold out here in Austin, but there's about, 6 or 7 of us all huddled in and around each other.
Body heat. We're like penguins.
Yeah, we're like broadcasting penguins. With headsets and cool-looking jackets.
JD Meagle's going to get the ball, hand it off to Claude Minkondi, and that's going to be a touchdown to the Eagles.
Well done.
It's going to be 45-13, but with Julian Hood on our team, no doubt it's going to be 45-14
real quick. He's going to send it into the street is what I'm concerned about. That goal is really close to the street. He's going to hit a car or something. Send it right
Julian
over those
Hood.
trees.
After all the games I've watched, has only ever missed 1 field goal, just barely to the left of the field goal.
Yeah, he's a nasty punter, and he's a nastier soccer player.
You got hockey, soccer, same thing.
I got confused for a little bit. We got a last-minute player coming on the field, and it looks like we're ready to go for the punt.
Marcos Romo.
And
man,
no doubt about it, right
past
in.
the trees.
Yeah.
Man, if we're going to keep winning playoffs and coming here, they need to get a backdrop for this field goal.
If we're going to keep coming here, we need to remember to bring heavier jackets and such. Which
other than that,
well, for the record, let's take a moment. Can we talk about these wonderful Eagles on the Air jackets we got?
Provided by the Booster Club.
Yes, provided by the Booster Club. These are wonderful. My only, the worst part of it for me is that I'm not allowed to take it with me when I go to college. So I gotta leave it for someone else to wear.
But thank you to the Booster Club, as we said before, jackets keeping us warm. Ladies and gentlemen, if you see us stunning around in our FBCA apparel, make sure to compliment us, because that's gonna make us feel great.
Please, we need the self-esteem boost. Or maybe not Camille, but I need it.
I need the self-esteem.
Okay, we both need the self-esteem. All right. But they're quite warm. Anyways, enough self-promotion.
Julian Hood is going to start off The next 9 minutes of the game with the kickoff.
I'm saying long, all the way into the end zone.
That's what I was going to say. I'm wondering if he's going to attempt to do an onside kick, considering it's 14:45.
I don't know what's going on, but the whole sideline has like the horns out with the fingers. So
that's going to be a pretty long kick straight to number 29, I believe. 28, Trevor.
It is getting hard to see those numbers.
Hey, I got it right.
You did. It is getting hard to see those numbers out there, though. That light is not as bright as I'd like it to be, but we're managing. So now the Eagles' defense is out and about, and really, just don't let Long run the ball.
And here comes Tony Saw.
Oh, yes.
Game over.
Yes. Unstoppable force meets the immovable object. Let's do this.
He breaks the laws of physics. For football, at least.
Don't say that out loud. Miss Colson's going to have a fit.
Oh, no.
Shout out to Miss Colson, by the way. Favorite physics teacher.
Number 4, Drew Dickey. Quarterback is going to hand it off to number 24, Roman Davis. He's going to keep it running.
Down at about the 30, 37, 38-yard line.
See, you can't just guess 3 numbers in a row and hope it's correct, Chad. Wow, you got to keep your prophecy
I was
on
right.
point.
I was right, though.
Okay, 30. I guess that was your first choice. So we'll say, yeah, you got it. We'll let it slide. We'll let it slide.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to give you a max amount of 2 numbers to pick from.
Okay, that's fair. That's
a
fair.
range.
Can I say, like, between?
No.
Okay.
It has to be either 38 or 42.
Okay.
Not that big, but
I get you.
Number 4 is going to keep looking.
Oh, wonderful pass. And down he goes.
12.
Right on the 45. I couldn't see. There's a lot of heads in the way.
Sam McKissick takes down his cousin.
Yeah.
Was that? Man, I was wondering why it was such a hard hit.
Yeah, that tells you how he feels about it. He's right up there with Camille. You don't take it easy on family.
Here comes Zuber, limping off the field quite a bit. Gonna get a sub in.
Yeah, Zub's going over.
Drew
Trainer's
Dickey.
going to take a look at him.
Gonna hand it off to Roman Davis, who's gonna keep running on the right corner.
And down he goes, tackled from behind by
number 14, Craig Kelly. A new junior this year, transferred from George Ranch.
Really nice kid.
Yeah, starting to play a lot more. As I said, like James Donovan, starting little by little, playing minute by minute, but now is coming in.
There may have been a flag on the field.
No. Do you see?
I
Mr.
think
Williams
the
likes to say
refs-
mustard on the field. Is there
Mustard
any mustard on the field?
There might have been. He might have picked it up. I might be wrong.
He said, never mind.
I mean, if it was against us, then sure, yeah. I'll forget about it, too, if you want.
We're taking the ball back.
Oh, boy. So, probably against the Regents, even though I don't really know hand signals.
The ball's going to be down at the 51. 49.
I'm hearing one of the coaches say the 2 out there is not long. It seems to be a different player.
Interesting. But number 4 is quarterback. Is going to hand it off to 24. Roman Davis again for the second play in a row. He's going to be down. On that tackle, number 54, Mason Kinningham. He's going to be down at about the 40, 50, no, 49, no, 43.
40-something.
Number 4 is going to look back.
Long throw.
Down and straight to number 11. Pierce George, the sophomore.
They're calling it in. It was almost offsides. He got pushed out really quick.
Or out of bounds.
Offsides, out of bounds.
Yeah, same old.
I'm getting all the different lingos
Sports.
and terms mixed up. I'm trying, folks. I'm doing my best. There's a reason they don't have me out here.
No, you're doing great. He's going to hand it off to 24 again, right down the middle. Eagles defense really leaving a big hole in the middle. I mean, number 24, Roman Davis, has gotten the ball 3 times in a row, and he's still running it down the middle.
It makes me nervous that they have the potential to just run that like that. But you got to trust that the defense is seeing that and they're working to close those holes.
Again, gonna hand it off to 24, but this time stops immediately.
Got caught up in the dog pile there. It looked like a couple kids knocked each other over and he tripped over them.
But man, I am glad that they're finally um, seeing that he's running down the middle
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah.
And on his fourth try, he was finally stopped.
You know what they say, fourth time is the charm.
Number 4 is going to look back, throw it
Oh,
down, and it is
and
out of here.
That looked like it was intended for number 5, but missed him.
I think he was also trying not to get sacked really hard, but I think also trying to aim at someone.
A little bit of both. Looked like it was towards 5. Oh, I think timeout has been called. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, something happening on the field.
Again, not a lot of points scored in this half in general at the moment, it seems. A lot of the points were scored in the first half by Regent. We've got our second touchdown and field goal in the second half. So I suppose that's fitting in a way.
Yeah, I guess we're even on the
I like
touchdowns this
I
quarter.
like when it's even like that, you
Yeah.
know. If nothing else, I'm just, even if we're losing, I'm satisfied as
With
an
even.
individual.
Number 4, Drew Dickey going to look down.
Incomplete,
just
intended for
past-
number 24.
Just past 24. Man, right in his fingers too. I mean, it's cold.
Yeah,
Their hands are definitely getting a little stiff.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them out there that aren't even wearing gloves, and I don't know how you don't wear gloves. That's gotta hurt hitting your fingers.
I mean, I don't know if he's wearing gloves, the quarterback.
Yeah, how do you you know what? Props to him, because I could not do that. I mean, I couldn't throw a football to save my life if someone twice my size was barreling down on me. But plus having cold hands without gloves, that's some superhuman feats right there. Yes, me.
That's what I'm saying. I'm never going to understand the macho-ness of football.
Neither will I.
It's going to be the 4th down, 9 to go, ball at the 19.
Looks to me like they're planning on going for the kick. Looks like they got their punt team out there.
Evan Chadwell for the punt, number 7.
Like
William
him.
Reeder as the holder. And it is going to be
incomplete.
short.
Just short. I thought it went in for a moment. It's hard to tell. I guess that's why the refs stand right underneath, huh?
maybe.
Yeah, probably. All right. So, Camille, I want to let you know, thank you very much for having me out here. I want to say thank you to everyone listening. I have been watching and following this for ages, and I'm so happy to be able to put the headset on for a little bit, and I'll see you guys. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to walk 5 feet back and push the buttons. Yeah. All right. Well, here's Jerry Reeves once again. I will see you all another time.
Thank you, Chad. Man. Mr. Reeves,
All
welcome
right.
back. You were fired for a little while. I
Yep.
kind of want you to be fired permanently.
Well, it
I'm
might
so
not
kidding.
might not be a bad thing. So, all right, thanks to Chad for standing in. Here we go. We've got Meagle on the pass to Caleb Howard. Howard fights his way to the 28-yard line before finally being brought down.
I was wondering why you were talking for a second. I was like, I'm doing play-by-play.
Are you doing play-by-play?
But now you're doing
Do it.
play-by-play.
Go. You've got it.
Mr. Williams, I'm coloring. Oh my gosh! Mr. Reeves.
That's a Starbucks for every time you say Mr. Williams. Is that what you're saying?
An entire store?
Just a cup. You doing it? Meagle on the snap, receives it, hands off to Claude McCondy, who is caught by the jersey and brought down for a loss of yardage. And what was second down and 1 now becomes third down and 7.
Man, Mr. Reeves, why am I doing it, Mr. Reeves?
Because you've been saying Mr. Williams for the last 6 or 7 games,
That's
so
true.
it's okay.
But as I was going to say, you can see how sportsmanlike they are. Like, I know I keep on mentioning that, but watching so much football, no one's like that except for these 2 teams as a combination.
Absolutely. I think that says a lot about this program and what they're about. Hey, J.D. Meagle on the run, on the keeper.
Hey.
He is able to sprint all the way out to the 38-yard line, and we're going to get an Eagles first down on that.
I keep on bumping into Mr. Self-Stad. I'm so sorry. Mr. Self, not Mr. Self-Stad. Unless if I'm calling Cliff Mr. Self. Wow. Maybe I should start calling him that.
We've just got you so, just...
I'm overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. I like it. I was going to say bumfuzzled, but overwhelmed works better.
Bumfuzzled. You're fired.
Yep. Here we go. J.D. Meagle on the snap. Looking, throwing, and it's caught by Caleb Howard. Howard at the 46-yard line before being brought down. Hey, Caleb's got a lot of family watching today.
30
so
members of his family
That's amazing.
around the country.
That's amazing. We are so glad that you are tuning in to FBCA.
Man, and what a great game to tune into also.
Yeah, Caleb has done has had a good game as we're rolling along. It's the 4:18 mark in the fourth quarter, 45-14. Are you taking play-by-play, or am I staying on it?
I don't know, Mr. Reeves. What are you feeling? What are you feeling tonight?
Well, I think JD's got the pass, and he's throwing it out to Caleb Howard, who once again is throwing all the way down into ninth territory at the 43-yard line.
21 from up here, looking like a very late hit, but
You know,
not the ref.
I want to say what you were saying. I didn't get a chance to, but I agree. This team has been one of the finest sportsman-like teams we've played.
Man.
It's been really just a pleasure. It's sad for the score for the Eagles, but what a great program. I'd say kudos to their coaches and to their athletic director work that they're doing.
That's what you get for living in Austin.
Meagle on the count, gets the snap, looks back. He's under pressure, rolls to his right. He's looking, he throws, and he's got James Donovan down at the 36-yard line of the Knights.
Mr. Williams, as I was saying before, James Donovan, just a freshman, has maybe played, 15 minutes of this game?
Easily.
Easily.
He has been in a lot and has been quite an impact. You know, all year long, James has been in on plays, lots of special teams, lots of defensive plays. I think we're going to see some really good things out of this kid in the future. Second down, 3. Meagle's got Minkandi on his right. He looks right, looks left. On the snap, fakes to Minkandi. He steps back. He throws. He's looking deep for Caleb Howard, and this one's going to be intercepted. And run back 16. This is Josh, and this is Josh Franklin. Intercept. We've got a flag down. It looks like it's probably going to be on the return. So I don't think we're going to see the ball go back to the Eagles. They're explaining to the head referee right now as the crew talks it over.
But Mr. Reeves, you can't deny the skill behind the Regents. I mean, to look, to be aware of all of your surroundings, all the players. I feel like every single one I've seen is very aware of their surroundings, everything that's happening around them. There's nothing that scares them too much, surprises them too much. And I mean, I really commend the coaches and the players for that. I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And with that, I hate to say we had a personal foul called against the Eagles. It's going to march us back 15 yards. I didn't see exactly what the personal foul was. 15-yard penalty. As we talk about sportsmanship, I don't know what the call was.
I think the Eagles are getting a little frustrated. Quite a few more personals being called this one quarter.
Yeah, they are, and this really is a better group of kids than that. That's not reflective of the kind of character that Fort Bend Christian has. All right, here we go. We're set. Drew Dickey is keeping the ball, going to run at the middle, and he is met and brought down. Is that? I'm thinking 44 is Grant Harrelson. We've got him at 40, but we don't have a 44, and I know Grant plays a lot, and I'm going to guess that that's who that is.
I don't know. It doesn't really. His body doesn't look like.
Doesn't look like Grant. Maybe it's not. Drew Dickey on the snap, looking long. He's going to throw, and he's got a man. Pierce George racing down and all the way to the 14-yard line before he stopped him. Once again, the Knights are threatening to score. 2 minutes left to go in this ball game.
You know who I'm thinking that is? I'm thinking that's Seth Montani.
Is that Seth Montani?
I'm thinking it might be.
Very well could be. They change jerseys. They got to let us know, right?
Why would they let us know? No.
because we're
It,
Eagles on the air.
it's normally only ever the home team switching up jerseys. I don't know if, well, except for the opposing teams playing us. We never
Yeah.
know what their numbers are. We just have to give them nicknames. We have to hope for the best.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Hey, clock is running at 1:27 as they sort some things out here. I'm going to get a timeout call as they let the clock run down. And the timeout is going to be by the Knights. Minute 22 to go in the ball game. Hard-fought ball game, cold weather. It's about 45 degrees out here in Austin right now. Our players not used to really playing in these kinds of conditions, Camille, and yet they've stood to the task. I mean, standing against a team that's been to the state championship as many times as Austin Regents has, it's been a good game.
I think, yeah, I completely agree. I think more in the first quarter, you could definitely see they were cold. Their hands were really stiff. Ball was slipping, but now I think they're really warmed up. But unfortunately, it is a little late for them to get warmed up. J.D. Meagle, as we said before, just needed a few snaps to warm up, then really got into the game. But other than that, to score 14 points on a team that's beating teams 42-0, the Eagles are doing really well.
I agree. Lots of positives in this, and great contributions by our seniors out there who've been working so hard. It's Claude Condi among them, Justin Cox, Julian Hood, Caleb Howard, Bobby Rossi. We've got Ryan Matas on the injury list. We've also had a lot from Aiden McDonald has been in on some great plays. Just been a good game, a great effort by this team to work so hard. Tony Saw, Graham Payton, John Lewis Mueller. Thanks to you guys and the leadership you've provided and the work you've done on the team this year. We're thankful for that. Minute 22 to go. And it looks like they brought Wilson Long back in. And they did, and he's going to down it and let the clock run. So again, class act. Austin Regents could easily run the score up if they wanted to, but instead choose to be a good sports in all of this, recognizing the games to win.
You know, Mr. Reeves, I'm looking at all the seniors, and you know, we're supposed to always stay positive on the broadcast, but I'm getting kind of sad. You know, it's their last football game ever. It's the last time, you know, we're gonna call their names out on the broadcast, and it's kind of sad. But it's been really nice, you know, having them out here playing. But at the same time,
Yeah, they've been a part of Fort Bend Christian, many of them for many years, and they've been a part of the broadcast for some time as Regents downs the ball again. They're going to let the clock run out, and that's going to be the end of the game. But again, thanks. We've had such a great turnout from our seniors' leadership. Thanks to all of the parents and supporters of Fort Bend Christian Academy, grandparents, aunts, uncles, all of you who are out there listening and supporting your athlete, cheering them on. We just want you to know that you have every reason in the world to be proud of them for a great season. What do you say, Camille? Last broadcast, football. What would you like to leave these folks knowing?
well, we have more broadcasts, not just football. We do have boys and girls basketball. We have soccer, baseball, softball coming up. Mr. Williams would not let me do golf, unfortunately, as much as I wanted to do golf because I thought it would have been fun. He said no. But we have more Eagle sports next year. We're going to have more football, even better broadcasting class, even though I don't even know how it can get better than this. I don't know. Not to be
Pretty
cocky.
amazing. Pretty amazing.
But thank you, folks, for listening tonight. It's been an amazing game. Eagles playoff game from coming to the bottom to the top. The scores when he left at 45-14. I'm Camille Choi here with Mr. Reeves with the Eagles on the Air broadcasting team signing off.